Hello everyone, welcome back to the match point. It has been a minute, but we are finally back with a international tournament roundup. What a wonderful weekend for hate watchers all over the world. Some that tried to watch the GOAT failed to climb the summit again, but we are back on top.
Ronaldo was playing.
And also, for people that hate England like myself, for various reasons, I'm glad that for the last 58 years, it's still trying to come home, but I don't see it anywhere in the near future. At the time of this recording, as of today, Gareth Southgate announced his retirement from the
He has retired.
national team.
Stepping
down.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So to United.
That's what
I
scares
wish
Like,
that,
I am not so
I wish
happy.
that man in the United seat hadn't been offered a new contract yet and would be watching Southgate ball in the Prem. But for the talent England has and how underwhelming they performed all tournament, I think it was the right time for Southgate to resign, finally getting someone with new ideas, and let's see if they can maximize the talent that is there, because the problem is not talent. But congratulations to the winners that no one saw coming. I doubt anyone here predicted Spain winning the final.
I did.
Where?
Man,
Before-
don't laugh
we had,
at it.
because we had, didn't we have the poll
tweet,
like to
No.
mention
We had
tournament favorites, and none of you mentioned Spain.
we had
anyway.
our, because I'm a German fan, so I'm always rooting for Germany. But they won the Nations League, so
Yeah.
they were obviously the favorite. If anything, they should have been the first favorite on anyone's list.
No, I had them in semi-finals. I had them being knocked
I had
out
them in
by
finals.
like Portugal or something. But
Portugal.
Yeah, but what a performance by Spain, and De La Fuente has now done it at the under-19
Homie is nice.
Euros, under 21,
Yeah.
then Nations League,
And now you
then finally the big one. So congratulations to Spain. We saw emerging stars in the tournament, and I think for their record and who they played throughout the whole tournament, going 7-for-7,
hate, man.
you can't hate on such a run. You just have to give them credit for their run. And as for England, I would want to know, what do you think was some of the reasons they failed to live up to expectations?
3 reasons. Philip. What? Foden.
That's one reason.
That's one.
You fraud. It's 3 in 1. Is a problem.
You can't put all the blame
I
on him.
remember before this tournament starting, all the pundits saying like, give him the keys, build the team around him. Us who know him, we know he's a fraud, just masquerading in a robotic team via Manchester.
Days and mere
But
robotic jazz.
he's not all that. I think they didn't take Rashford to kind of accommodate for them, because they shifted Bellingham over to the left wing.
Not
In the
really.
final,
In
he
the
wasn't
final.
pleased.
In
But
the
no,
final.
Rashford, I don't think Rashford was...
To accommodate a CAM of Phil Foden, which
No, they took 3 strikers. He took less defender. He focused on midfield, and yet midfield he didn't even make any changes like that.
okay,
Which
it's only one person to blame. Phil Foden.
Right, the blame can't be on
can't be
him.
one person, bro.
Nah, we can't blame anyone
'Cause
else.
to me, I think
It's not Black History Month.
I think the British media should also stop coddling Foden, because the smoke they have for everyone else and the way they treat him like he's this savior. And we've seen it. You can't mention to me one English performance of Philip Foden over. How many appearances does he have?
The semi-finals.
Never.
I'll say this.
How many
The
cups?
semi-finals he played
Yeah.
well.
No, I'm saying
very well.
that's one first half of which Kobe
The
Mainoo
whole
had
game.
The whole game.
Kobe Mainoo, was he hooked or not? Kobe Mainoo had a good
So people are not
performance.
allowed to be substituted.
Saka had a good
He
performance.
was substituted and
the
they
whole,
won.
no, listen. The whole first half.
He was
It's
substituted
like,
and they
oh,
won.
he's the best on the half turn. Is this pockets of space? Where was his end product the whole tournament?
Nothing.
Cole Palmer
007.
comes on. Assist to Oli Watkins. again scores in the final, of which I also think a problem with Gareth Southgate as well is they try to accommodate Foden too much to the point that whoever is in that mid, those forwards don't work together. Blame has to go to Harry Kane as well, Bellingham, the whole midfield,
Everyone
all
has
those
to choke.
all those forwards.
There's a difference.
All those forwards have to get the
This
same smoke.
Bellingham
That's it.
haters.
Yeah, there's a difference
'Cause-
between being overrated and actually someone doing shit. Bellingham was overrated, granted,
Nah,
but
overrated.
he was not
Yes,
in any
the
way
hype
to
that
blame
he had
for
before the
what
tournament.
England went through.
Overrated.
Yes,
They've tried to play Foden as this. I mean, Bellingham as this creative player. Everything should go through him.
But he
he's
was
the one cutting
creative.
the.
What did he
Obviously,
create?
the biggest moment.
2 assists in the semi-final
The biggest moment.
and the
You're,
final, right?
the biggest
one
moment you're
final.
going to remember him for is that Slovakia game in the
Yeah.
round
That
of
one
16
you should
when
get
they were on
praise
their
for
way
it.
home
Yeah.
and he scores a overhead.
honestly, I feel
That's
like
a clutch moment. But the rest of the tournament,
he was
they
okay.
profiled him as
At 10.
this CAM that is going to run that in.
Hey, there's
Cut
no
those
for,
passes.
there's
No,
no
all those
Bellingham
forwards.
slander.
All those guys have
All
to
those
choke.
forwards have to get the same smoke. Because now, for example, let's say Harry Kane. With the system Southgate plays, Harry Kane is dropping too deep. I don't know how many times Saka cut back in the box and there's no striker, nowhere to be seen. Of which he looked leggy the whole tournament. It's not like you're going to see his pace, he's running and crashing the box, scoring goals. It's not like he had the ball anywhere near him enough times
I don't think he
to
won.
make an impact at all. He has 3 goals. But if you ask me if I remember any
Impactful
Kane
game.
goal that minus that extra time,
Slovakia.
was it a header? The whole
Yeah, it was a
tournament.
header, yeah.
And the Fugazi pain he got from
Netherlands.
the Netherlands game. Harry Kane was so under. They were already spreading out agendas that he was probably playing with an injury because you can't come from the Bundesliga and you've been that prolific
40 plus.
and on the national team, the biggest stage, you can't produce, of which
No, but I think we should also get something straight. National performances are different from league.
that's fine.
As much as I have smoke for Foden, I did have those expectations I have of him.
But
in the Man City
now
jersey.
imagine you've seen the clip of Paul Mason and his friend on the I'm forgetting the name
I've forgotten
on
the
their
guy's
pod
name,
and
yeah.
they are talking about England,
Against Spain.
Spain. They're like, we have the best player in the Bundesliga. Numbers wise, his goal scoring record. Harry Kane had the best year in Germany. Who else? Phil Foden,
Yeah.
best in the Prem. Then they are talking about Spain is taking Jesus Navas, he's 38. They are taking Cucurella, he has struggled for Chelsea all season. They are taking, who else? Lamine Yamal is a kid. He's
Actually,
not as prolific. So for them, bang, so he asked, the co-host asked Paul Mason, he's like, surely we should be able to beat these guys easily. Yet we've watched England performances. The whole tournament.
Fugazi.
The whole tournament, they were just looking for
Like
moments of
winner
brilliance.
moment.
I think I was hate watching. We were probably all hate watching. But then you also get frustrated with how terrible you're like, bro.
You shouldn't
it
get
can't
this
be this
far.
bad.
No, you're this bad and you shouldn't have
I've
gotten
gotten
this.
But
yeah,
actually-
they fluked their way to the final. That's
I
for true.
actually blame Southgate.
True,
For, I don't even
For
put
sticking
Foden
with the
there.
team.
The blame has to
forcing-
go everywhere.
Because
Even
if
Saka?
that no
Everywhere.
everywhere, but the Spanish coach with all the problems coming into this was
Hold on. None of you is going to defend Phil Foden.
no.
No.
There's no one
For
on
how
that English
prolific he
team.
has been.
No,
For small,
disappointment, bro.
There's no-
How prolific he had been the
I'm
whole
this- I
season.
told you, just
and
cook.
on the national team. I told you, and you see why they performed like that against Netherlands. They went to a back three.
yeah, like
That's the
honestly,
most potent their offense looked.
at what point in this tournament did you feel like Southgate changed anything? His structure, his game plan, nothing. It was more like a copy paste through all the games and hoping maybe midway or halfway the game or towards the end, that's when he tries to change. But basically what they played in the beginning was
what
what
they
they played throughout the tournament.
But I think bringing on like Kobe Mainoo in that midfield helped a
Helped.
bit.
Yeah.
Then changing the
Declan Rice
formation.
drove a
That's
bit.
what's annoying.
But that's it.
That's what's annoying. Every sub he would make. Cole Palmer. Someone can ask all the times that kid jumped on in the entire.
Even without his
sub.
GA, he was
He
still.
was still the best player on that pitch when he jumped on. So why is it that the final reaches and you've already tasted something out and you're like, okay, let me switch it up, right? Semi-final
Yeah,
kid
and
comes
shock
on, he
the
does
Spain
it.
guys.
Yeah, but these Spanish guys came in. The new Hurricane wasn't going to be in the middle. The new Bellingham was going to try to do everything.
Yeah,
and stand
yeah,
out.
that's also another
Like-
problem people had with Bellingham.
No,
You wanted
decision
to
making.
initiate everything
Yeah,
himself.
he wasn't a team
You wanted
player.
to run everything
Yeah,
himself.
he wasn't a team player. It was more like he knew the lights were on him. He wanted to stand out. He wanted to be the one, the big man on the
Are you
pitch.
going to call him Homelander?
No.
But
Okay,
then,
there was.
then immediately the tournament, they lose the tournament. The Athletic puts out an article that he has no friends on the national team.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that was-
apparently,
He had no help.
apparently when he joined the national team, they put him on the, I think he was among the team
Captains,
leaders
yeah.
and captains. So immediately he had a big role on the team, but a lot of people wouldn't resonate with.
I feel like
him.
he's getting a lot of slander
Yeah.
now, like
But-
character.
But I know
And that's
that
not
the
necessary
other
right
thing why
now.
he's getting all this smoke is because he exceeded his first season expectations.
We keep
in
forgetting
Madrid.
that boy is less than 23 years old.
So
Hence, I said he's
now with
overrated.
his success, everyone wants to
The
put
English media overrate him.
No, but
instead of
there's
allowing him to do
overrating, and
what he
then
needs to do.
But he has proven he is
Sheesh.
that guy.
Let me tell you,
For Madrid,
you're saying how
for
Lamil
Madrid, he has.
Yamal is young. Spanish media, it was more the fans boosting him.
But
the
yeah,
Spanish
we-
media didn't come out to
'Cause he's
paint
black.
him as some sort of.
Because he's black. Not
But
they've-
we
not
know-
they've
we know
propped
that-
Pedri and Gavi for years, and yet those boys are injury prone.
but we know
Any
that
other chance they
we
get,
know,
they get.
We
in.
know that thing is
Any other chance?
Any
English
other,
with-
yeah, every tournament they're supposed to come
Please,
to.
please don't disrespect those
They
boys.
get injured. No, let's be honest. Gavi was injured most of last season.
Cruz injured your boy
Whichever,
intentionally.
whichever way you
It
want
was,
to
it
twist
was a
but
tactical
the thing with
decision.
English media is everything
No,
is
my point is via
That's
the
right.
Yamal.
True.
That's it. Overrating. Foden
Every-
shouldn't have been the way they painted Foden out to be. Oh, he's our savior. He's going to win assist. Shut up. Let
Someone,
the kid
called
play.
him, someone called him Zidane. Who was it? Carragher?
Carrot.
Like
Was it
honest.
Yeah.
Ferdinand that
No.
says he sees Zidane in Bellingham or something?
No, Carragher
Bellingham has
said-
earned that.
Carragher said
He
something
has not,
about
please.
Bellingham
Relax,
being
relax. Don't say he has.
out of
He
the.
hasn't.
You know he's going
He's
to.
just starting out.
He's
You
going to
can't-
go on holiday, come back to Madrid. Hey, over here we're winners, man.
Then, as for the blame with Southgate, this is another issue I
But
had.
maybe okay.
This is another issue I had. You have Trent on your bench.
Did Trent
You
play
misprofile him as a.
played
Midfielder.
midfield in some stupid
You see,
game.
it's not working. Then, instead of putting him to play his right position as a right back, you rely on Kyle Walker. That guy, this tournament, he has been exposed because with how highly we rate him in the Prem, it's like there's a facade there. That pace stuff won't fool us again.
Not
'Cause
even this season for City.
at the back post in the final, both of those goals is nowhere to be seen. And if it's like Trent, you know that
Be
the
honest, be
smoke
honest.
Trent gets.
Would he?
The smoke Trent gets.
No, I
The
don't think
thing is,
Trent would have stopped.
Trent
England,
wouldn't have stopped those goals.
England is too worried about what the opponent can do. They have no potent offense. Kyle Walker cost Bukayo Saka a goal because he can't hold a line that side and keep with to cut it back. He was offside that side. Working back with him as when he overlaps, you have to run back as his winger to go and hustle with him. Have some new ideas. Play Trent there. At least Trent is going to create enough. However much he has defensive
Wait, in the
liabilities.
final?
In the final, they would have cooked.
Against Nico Williams.
Anyone.
Cooked
What
Trent.
did Kyle Walker
Let me
do
tell
against
you.
Nico Williams?
No, I'm saying that would have
there's
maybe.
the first goal, he wasn't
No, but
there.
honestly, if we had to say something in this trend, I mean, Walker is a better defensive.
Yeah.
But then
Right back than
that's the
Trent.
thing. What was England doing this whole tournament?
They should
They
have-
score fast and they stay behind.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with you guys are critiquing Southgate. I'm not a fan of his ball and I'm an England hater. But you can tell something with that team. That it's like they're missing one piece for it to finally click.
To
And
work, I know.
when it clicks, it's going to be ugly
I
for all
think-
of us.
No, honestly, I just
No,
think-
even this final they lost. You remember that double header in the last minute? Inches.
give the Spanish
Declan
coach
Rice
this
and
team.
Declan Rice and who else was it?
I bet
Gay.
you-
It was gay.
Give this
Inches.
Spanish coach this England team. He wins the
That's
tournament.
what I'm saying. No.
It's
But
Gareth
it
Southgate.
can't be Fugazi for what? Has it been 3 tournaments now? The
4.
2018,
From
They reached the
28.
semis,
They reached the
the
semis,
World
scored
Cup
20,
semis,
then the
What?
final
Even
20.
the
finals.
Euros, didn't they lose
two
the
Euros
Euros?
finals against
And
Italy.
Two
then the
Euros
semis of the
finals?
World Cup.
And then one quarter.
He's their
final.
second best coach ever.
Yeah,
But then
you
the thing
can't
is-
say he's all Fugazi for 4. I mean, they've literally been losing these finals on inches. I remember 2020. 2021 they lost on what? Was it?
Penalty.
Penalties.
That one.
This time
No, that one also has to
it
be blamed
was
for it.
it was a goal line clearance away from going into extra time. Who
That's,
cleared
fo-
it?
that's
off the line?
football.
Danny Olmo.
Olmo. Yeah.
That's
But then
football.
you can also say as well,
Yes,
among,
they play
among the
shit.
English managers, he has had the most blessed squad.
Yes.
So don't
There's
yeah,
someone
don't-
someone who had
generation.
Beckham.
don't prop him.
There's
for
someone who
under-
had Beckham.
Don't prop
score.
him
Yeah,
for
but now-
underachieving.
Didn't those English guys with Beckham reach a final and then
Did they win?
he got a red card?
Which final?
Which
They
when
didn't.
when did Beckham get that red card that he got so much hate for? Wasn't it a final?
No, it wasn't.
A
It was a
semi-final.
qualifying
They had never-
qualifier or something
never reached
against
the final.
Argentina, right?
Yeah. It
They've
was
never
yeah,
actually
they-
reached the
they-
final.
They've never reached the final,
Ah,
and
then
they
it's
had
tough.
Scholes, Gerrard,
Lampard.
No, but now they couldn't play as a team because all those guys were
They
they hated each other. So
No,
they-
but quality wise, that
No,
was a
no,
much more
yeah, but
talented squad.
emotion
than
is
they
going
had
to play a
Prime
big-
Wayne Rooney. They had
Prime
Michael Owen,
Lampard.
Prime Lampard, and they couldn't do shit. So
But then
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Gerrard.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Ferdinand Terry at the back.
But then
Ashley Cole at left
But then,
back.
don't you also look at
All
the
the-
quality of the teams that they were facing? Those French teams, those
Anyway,
Italian teams.
Brazil.
Right now,
Brazil.
it seems more easier for them to win.
That's it.
Those are poor. Those were strong team. Italy was a.
Yeah, but they were
juggernaut.
also. I mean,
France was a
You can't
juggernaut.
tell me this is an argument that will go on. I think for as long as Messi, Ronaldo, the Gerrard, Scholes, and Lampard argument, and you can't tell me those guys couldn't work.
And maybe we are focusing on the wrong thing. Maybe Spain was just that good.
Because
No, they
Which
were.
Spain? Like the 2000, this one.
They
was-
were
No,
good.
this one they were good.
They
They were
were
too
good.
good.
because imagine the first half possession
They beat
starts.
Croatia. They beat
Croatia.
I mean, they-
Italy.
every top dog
Yeah,
that
they
went
were in
there.
Italy's
They
group.
beat Italy as
Italy,
well.
France,
Germany.
England.
Like,
Like,
those are the best teams in the world. There,
yeah, you can't say shit.
No
Unlike
penalties,
Peru,
nothing.
Canada, whatever was going
Yeah.
on over there.
Let's not say that.
Yeah,
But I
anyway.
think Southgate's incompetency aside, the Spanish team was just.
Those
The
were-
Spanish
Also, let's give Spain their credit
The
as
chemistry
well.
was beautiful. I just
Scared.
I
like
still don't know
From
how
the
that
first
guy
game,
made
they
it
were
work.
scoring freely.
I still don't know how
How
that
he
guy
made
made
it
it
work.
work.
No, that chemistry
Even when
was so
Rodri
good.
was taking
Because there's even a
Zubimendi
game there he
just
replaced. He
killed the
replaced.
entire team.
That's another thing that in the final when Zubimendi came on,
And it
the
still
English
looked-
commentators thought
it's done. Even
no
my-
Rodri,
Even my
it's
friend,
wraps
no
now.
Rodri, England Juju,
And
it's
nothing
coming home.
changed. You can't press him. You can't get the ball off of
He
him.
was nice, eh?
Too much talent.
So-
too much talent.
Need too much
As
talent.
we
or
can
And then
talk
also
about-
tactics.
No, but I
Everything
think
just
it's more
worked.
down to tactics.
The Spanish team, the beauty with them this tournament was you never felt it was crumbed. You felt like whoever jumped onto that team was going to do exactly what they needed
It was
to
pure hoops, by the way.
Enough.
it was nice.
Enough.
Beautiful.
It
Enough.
wasn't robotic.
We're not going to listen to this.
Because a couple of games he took off Nico Williams and
And
Amin.
Yamal, yeah.
And you're saying, how are you taking off
Your
your best
your
player?
best players.
Because was it against France when it was still?
Germany, it was Germany.
German.
Yeah, Germany when it was still. Was it before
was-
before even Germany
For
scored.
before
Yeah,
they
he took
scored,
them
they
off.
took them
He
off.
took off his wingers, and Florian Wirtz scores in I don't know what stoppage time.
Takes
in
it to
the
extra time.
119th minute. No, the 80-something minute, right?
Yeah.
And then
And then
these
extra
guys score
time.
in the 119th. For me, that's something that Southgate was just failing to do. Like to make that big bold decision of saying, Ken, you're not starting.
Yeah.
You've done nothing. Let Watkins start.
'Cause-
Palmer come off the wing.
Saka
Foden
go.
sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he needed
Just-
to.
the thing
Those
is
are the
that
big calls he needed to
something-
make,
The
and
thing
I'm
is,
like,
me, I had no problem. I'm like, be brave. Whatever backlash you get, you've stood on
You've
your
stood on your
decision.
decision.
Because now telling Saka to play left
Left
wing
Left
back,
back.
after
then he
But
also
here's the
played
thing.
right wing
After-
back.
We
How
are giving
long?
him backlash for standing on his decision as well.
No,
That cost him
and-
the tournament, but
But
Yeah.
you've done something repeatedly. It's not working.
I can't believe I'm defending something.
Have new
Have
ideas.
something new.
What game,
You've seen-
what game was it? when
No,
he said
why change it if
Yeah.
it's
Cal-
not
Calvin
Calvin Phillips, that thing
That's
pissed me
very hopeless
off.
comment.
Nah,
It
Pep
pissed
killed
me
Calvin.
Yeah.
Phillips.
No,
see,
no, no.
You see, Spain's team reminds me so much of the Madrid team, where Madrid, regardless of who jumps,
They're not
on,
even going to play their best
they
football.
won't play their
that day
best
in
football, but
particular.
whoever comes on will do the work, right?
Hmm.
Now you see some coach there, you can almost predetermine what the English team is going to be before it comes out. You know, Kane has to start for some weird reason.
I'm missing
Foden has to
Foden
start.
has to start.
Bellingham has to start.
Foden had such a
I'm
poor
not-
tournament. It was okay to first put the boy aside
Just
and
yeah,
let him
today,
rest.
Imagine they took
I didn't.
So
Gordon,
We are all in
the
agreement.
Newcastle player.
Foden
They
is a
gave
fraud.
him 6 minutes.
He's
For
not a
country,
fraud.
yes.
He came up
just-
short.
For
There are
country,
times
yes.
where you
And
just
for
need
that,
to
he
let
has
him
to hold
breathe.
his
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah,
I
You
can't even.
shouldn't call him and say he has to hold
You
his
should have
You
let
guys
the
are
kid
boring
breathe.
now.
Because honestly, you failed in like
So
4
much
consecutive
defending.
games. The media is on your back. The fans on your back.
Wait, didn't he have a quote after some game? He's like, I didn't come from being the Premier League best player, not to, I think, rise to the
no.
occasion, something along those lines.
he said there's no
Some-
position I can't play. So something about I can play well in every position. I have
I
it
can't.
bookmarked.
But then again,
Don't worry, I'll look for it.
a lot of that blame is with the manager, because
A lot.
I also did.
all these tournaments, he always somehow ends up on the. I promise you, if England was on Germany's side,
If
or
England
Spain,
went through what Spain went
if yeah,
through,
if those, they would
You
have
have
by like round
quarter-
of 16 or
quarter
quarters, they are
final.
out.
We're
Or even
missing-
Georgia would
Because
have
even
given
they
them
were
a
already
lap.
threatened in round of 16 on their side.
yeah,
Slovakia, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Georgia played some good.
very good football.
Very.
But the thing I hate about Southgate is left back.
He had Trippier as well.
You've taken
Was
Luke
it?
Shaw. Yeah, cool. You
Right,
probably,
but
if you reach the later
That's
stages,
Fugazi move.
you're not
bro.
taking a backup, a natural left back.
For the biggest part of the tournament, I think Shaw was still getting
Yeah,
his
yeah, but
fitness levels up.
he didn't take a
What?
natural.
Chilwell didn't go, did he?
No,
He didn't take Chilwell, Tyreek Mitchell,
God.
Obako. I looked because I was like, maybe Luke Shaw is the only left back
No,
they
he
have.
only took
I went and googled. My
he
God.
didn't take shit. Basically, the team he chose. Anyway, let's not complain too much. England.
we all
under-
enjoyed the head.
No,
let's talk about the rising star. He has been crowned. He was touched by the goat.
baptized by the God.
Baptized.
Let me
Is now the
Pause.
biggest world star.
pause. I can guarantee you, I can bet this house that Messi didn't know what Yamal
How
was
do you
going
know
to
that?
turn into
But
how do you
16
know
years
that?
from that moment.
Whatever
I
agenda,
bet this house.
whatever agenda you have,
He was
the
baptized.
fact is that the picture is there.
He was
And then
baptized.
The goat just gave him a touch of his magic. And this whole
I am
tournament,
going to enjoy this
this whole
boy's
tournament,
downfall.
he was terrorizing
Yeah, by the way,
everyone.
it's starting to give Ansu
Goal of-
Fati vibes. Eh?
Yeah.
Goal of the tournament.
unfortunately.
It's starting to give.
No, the thing will come down to his
But I feel
management, and Barcelona have to reduce his
a
minutes.
lot.
Because they did. Pedri played, I don't know how many games. There's a calendar year.
Sorry.
He played 60
There's a
games.
calendar year he had, I don't know over how many games, and he got injured after that season, and he's still suffering
I
with
know, but
injuries
that
up
was
to now.
common.
Isn't that the same
That was-
issue with Gavi?
Yeah, that was Coleman's stupidity.
So Barcelona mismanaged those guys, but as I was saying, Lamine Yamal, rising star of the tournament, young player of the tournament, goal of the tournament.
You know, I was worried he
Wasn't
wasn't.
he
He
like
wasn't going to score. Like,
the leader in assists.
yeah, he had 4. I was worried he wasn't.
Nah,
Like he kept trying. In that Georgia game, he kept trying, and he just kept going wide. And I was like, oh god.
But that goal against France,
Dunked on Rabiot.
those are the moments you're like, this guy has arrived. You see how we've been calling out for players to have a big moment, and
That was the biggest moment.
people say we shouldn't bring such theories to like, because it's more like a basketball thing when they say big players, big occasions. Laminium out of nowhere. I saw Mike Mena. I just saw the ball peep in the post. I was like,
Well, I don't get the hype
kid
around.
is
Okay, I don't get the hype around this kid.
Because you haven't
He's
watched
16.
him enough.
I have watched him.
he's 16.
4
He
assists.
just turned 17.
No, that's just Euros.
No, the hype you're giving him.
For
You could
Barca.
say he's the next Ronaldo, next Messi.
Has anyone said
I'm
anything?
not
No,
sure
that's
said
the
that.
hype
Like
you're
what?
giving him.
No, but that's how impressive the kid has been.
Yeah.
since
Yeah,
he
yeah.
joined for
Or the
Barca.
next Mbappe. Oh,
How many
whatever.
16-year-olds do you know that have played such?
Guy, there were killers back then.
That
Like who?
that
you
won
tell
that
us.
won a
Rooney.
Euro. Did he win a Euro? Was he playing for England?
When did you know about Wayne Rooney? When you were 16. Don't be joking.
No, but that's when he came on too.
joker.
That's when he came
That's
around
when
the
he-
scene.
That's when he
Everyone
jumped
has-
He
It
came
wasn't
onto the
this-
scene.
It wasn't like that.
So you have to give him his.
Now, right now
his-
we have
his-
TVs, so we can watch.
You have
this.
Yeah.
But you have to give him his props for how
No,
he came
yeah.
onto the scene this tournament.
No, he's good. He's good.
He's actually the
y'all
youngest pro player. I've
There's a
watched.
very thin line you guys are pushing between him and Ansu Fati. I don't know if you've seen.
Yes, I've seen it.
A
And so
very
Ansu Fati came with.
thin line.
But the thing that burdened him has also been injuries.
he can either
Actually,
go the
not even just injuries. I hated the way Barca gave him the number 10.
10.
straight
Yeah,
up.
it was too early.
They should have let it. It's too young.
and those are
for
the same
that.
pressures you're putting on this boy. Today I've seen images that don't even have any correlation.
Like what?
Like what?
The goat and the
The
kid.
goat and the kids.
Ah,
Like-
don't
Adidas
pretend
promo.
you don't know.
Adidas
I get-
is killing
money.
everything this
Just
year.
give
It
me
has to be milk. No, there was another one of Messi in a retro Barca jersey and the kid also in a retro
Yeah,
Barca jersey.
they are facing each other in a
No,
finalism.
they are
Us guys who win Copa and
By the way, what
The
is
other
finalism?
Euros.
I've been seeing that thing
The
around.
winners.
the
The
winner
winner
of
of
When did that
Euros.
start?
It has always been there.
When?
That's always
From
been
what
there.
I've been
Who's
from what
who's the previous?
You don't know the
Argentina.
previous winner.
We won it.
Oh,
This is why we
no.
have
Okay,
Oh,
before that
no.
one. Before that
Yeah,
one.
that is opposed to it because it used to be what's that
Oh.
conference? What was that?
Confederation.
Confederations Cup.
Confederations Cup.
So they removed Confederations Cup.
Yeah,
For what?
for
for
this.
finalism.
I think it was just to cater.
So
to
another
homeland.
another
Now
player,
I'm more convinced.
another player on the Spanish team that deserves credit is
Yeah,
Nico
two-
Williams.
Two
'cause
men.
Whenever I see that guy one on one, it's like he's almost a show. It's cash money that he's going to somehow cross it in or get past his
cook
guy.
So Chelsea want him? Oh, how many teams?
No, it's Barca that wants him.
Chelsea
Also Chelsea
also
wants
threw
Chelsea, we are smiling, but
some
let's
money
be
in the
real.
ring.
No, actually, Chelsea
But as we were
is the one
saying-
that's ready.
No,
Yeah,
Barca.
Chelsea's the one that's ready.
Goal,
He's
Barca
more
don't have
interested
that
in
money
Barca.
now. Barca don't have
a
that.
goal in the final. He had a very nice. His brother is there doing shifts in Ghana, and anyway, but him is on the.
No, but you have to understand.
he's
where
on
his
the.
brother-
He was never
No,
getting.
you know,
He was
those
not
two were
getting-
giving me Ribery and Robin vibes,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah.
I give you
And,
Ribery and Robin
Nico
vibes.
likes cutting.
like for the
Lamine likes
for the
cutting
wing
in.
and like how we complain about our current
How we have
prem
no
wingers.
pure wingers.
Yeah,
This
these
was
guys are the
it was a
fantastic tournament. Also, someone not to forget is Danny Olmo.
The
'Cause
funny thing is,
The entire
when
Spanish team.
when he played the
I-
group games,
Except Rodri.
we've
he
not
wasn't
even
that
spoken
good.
about Rodri 8.
He wasn't that good in the group games. He was Danny Olmo.
Yeah.
But when
Sub, yeah.
but yeah, but
After
But when-
Pedri's injury,
my God, he unlocked something
he
else.
came on and went
get
on a
rid of those
heater.
white Barca boys and
There's
Relax.
no better midfielder in their position than Pedri. At their position, Pedri
well,
is that good.
they had Olmo and
There's
he
a
won
reason he has
them.
been playing since he was 17,
No. You see, now this is Spanish media propping up these two boys because they're white, Gavi and Pedri. Not
They are
the same-
good.
They are that good.
They are good
It's not even
players.
a joke.
It's not agendas.
What have they won? What?
Let me tell you,
What makes
Pedri
them
can
good?
stroll into United.
Please.
And he can be on one leg.
Please, who?
Pedri. Are you going to deny?
Let's not go to club football yet, guys.
Who's he benching?
guy.
I tell you, I will take my main over Pedro. Please leave me with my Kobe.
Jesus
leave me
Christ.
with my Kobe. Yes, yes.
Do you guys know that?
Especially you, Man City people.
You know that
shouldn't say
meme of
shit.
a laptop and spaghetti? This is that guy.
No, what has Pedri done? I'm asking you, all are just looking at me.
He has won a La
This
Liga.
guy has
Hey.
not watched football.
No. What has he done?
He is.
He wasn't he that?
Kenya's also
won the
scored
Golden
400
Ball.
goals. but he has no trophy.
Didn't he medal for Spain that same year?
Even
Young player of the season tournament. Wasn't he the guy?
What's his name?
2020, Euros
Even
2020.
the Euro. What was that? Without the Euros.
PR.
It's not PR.
You just don't
Yeah,
watch
just-
enough
You don't
football.
watch enough
I
football.
was here, guys, and crucify me when I said he was better than you know who.
Yeah.
I also said
yeah.
Musiala is better
No,
than
Musiala,
you know who.
by far.
No, Musiala.
And now this.
No, but
Take-
us we
take
just
that best out of your
we
voice.
just like
Musiala
silky
didn't go
players. We
far
just like silky players.
Unfortunately.
Silky players. That's Musiala.
How old is Pedro?
Pedri?
He's 20.
20.
Yeah, Pedri.
How old
No.
is Bellingham? I know that's the name you are.
20.
Hey, you know, I told you those guys are all better
They're
than
all
me.
20.
They're all 20.
Those guys are
Yeah.
better
Which one
than
of them
me.
has the Champions League?
None, but
Who
they are
was
better
carried
than
to
me.
our Champions League?
They are better
Biggest
than me.
club in the world. You go there as a 20-year-old and you drag that team.
Me, that has nothing to do
Are you
with
going
me.
to say
Me
Bellingham won Madrid the Champions League? Not your boy Vinicius, who you
It
think.
was a
collaborative effort.
Yeah.
collaborative
Let me
effort
tell
because
you,
the stats back it up.
I can even tell you, I feel like Cruz played a bigger part
In
than
that
Bellingham
Champions
in
League.
pushing them to the end.
Rodrigo
Rodrigo.
played a bigger role.
No, hold on.
Bellingham was a
Bellingham had
supporting
an
cast.
assist in that final.
Kill off the game.
From
Yeah.
whose mistake was it?
Matson, was it?
And
Matson?
it wasn't him that ever.
He's the one who intercepted it.
No.
He's the one who
No,
read that pass.
stop lying.
You will watch
He was
it.
not the one that intercepted.
Who
it.
was it? Who
It
intercepted?
was some other guy. I'm
You're
very
just
sure.
haters.
No, I'm not hating.
You see,
He
as much
received
as
the ball and then passed
Good.
it.
There's PR for good things. There's also PR for bad things. You guys are the PR
I
for
don't
bad
hate
things.
Bellingham. I just feel like you guys overrate him.
No, this man tried to compare Pedri to Bellingham. That's why.
Pedri's
said-
better than
he's-
him.
It's
do
not
you want
even
me
that
to
much
tell
of a
you?
difference. Jesus Christ.
Cause-
Don't make it
No,
seem
yes,
like
Because
it's
one person has a trophy and the other.
Actually, it's a La Liga. The
Auntie,
kid
I'm
has
saying
a
you're talking
Super
about
Cup.
he's talking about
Champions
The
League.
kid, even what's the tournament? The other one.
Nations
Like,
League.
I'm very sure.
Nations
Spain,
League.
I'm very
Nations League.
sure.
It was so good.
I could be 50%
Even in the
sure.
tournament,
Barcelona
group stage
won
before
that La
Cruz
Liga
ended
with
him.
Pedri
was up there.
injured.
What?
Wasn't he absent most of that season? The season
That Barca one.
Barca won it. Correct me. We shall check.
can't-
I will check later, but we are
That boy
we are
is-
moving,
Anyway, let's go
we are
back to
moving away
Euros.
from international football and bringing.
When you're
personal
talking to
agendas.
Bellingham, address him with the respect.
I respect him for
Respect
La
him.
Liga.
Me, I gave him.
I think
At
Champions
least
League
too.
you can say I hated on him, but I can say on this pod I was the first.
To say
Say that Ballon d'Or.
Bellingham to the Ballon
Bellingham.
d'Or.
No,
Yeah.
at
Ballon
that, the way he was moving last year.
Honestly, Bellingham is a very good
That
player.
Bruno.
That's where you lose me. But then again, another key player for Spain that we hadn't spoken about is Rodri.
No, Fabian Ruiz.
Rodri.
The entire
All those
midfield.
their midfield is
Actually,
that
the
nice.
entire team,
The
bro.
entire team, you can
Cause
pick Cucurella.
Even Carvajal, yeah.
I have a problem.
After
I saw
judging
Kyle Walker ahead of Carvajal on
Not even. No, I still.
that team
I
of the
wouldn't.
tournament.
By the way.
I wouldn't have had Carvajal there.
Who would
though.
you have had?
Kunde. He played as
He
right.
had a
What a
good
good
season.
tournament.
Yeah.
alright. But Carvajal is a real businessman.
I respect
That
him.
red card needed to
respect
come,
him.
and he
I
did not play
respect him.
games.
You
when he got
see,
it.
you see, Mbappe is the one on his side. You think stuff is nice. He will show you today I'm turning up. Of which we had already seen he scored in the Champions League final.
By
He also
the way.
scored on day one.
Like I'm
Spain.
saying, okay, I'm going into his Madrid career as well, but all those finals, you be like,
He's the one constant.
This guy has
He's the one
over this
constant.
side
Lucky
on his
moments.
wing,
He's there.
and he's
He's
still
there.
there.
You know, he can have a shout for greatest
Shut
RB.
up.
And no one can. He can have a shout.
Don't have
Wait, I think of all time.
Of all time.
Oh my god, this guy is a joker.
No, okay. Who are you putting ahead of him?
Philip Lam, another player
Daniel
that I can't
Alves.
mention. His name you mentioned it, but me I can't mention.
Daniel
it.
Alves.
For some reason.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I remember.
Alves. Who else can you put there?
And
Those
Peter
are already
Bosch.
Cafu, I'll give you that.
Did
Okay.
you watch him?
I didn't.
I didn't, but history
The
says he was
numbers
that.
and the history backs.
The history back him up. Who else? That's it. That's why I said he can have a shout. I didn't say he is the greatest.
He can be in top
those
10.
are
Which
Bottom
how
15
many
guys.
right backs have played the game can match his
Pedigree.
resume? He can put his on the table and say, "Yo, band for band, let's go." He has 6 Champions Leagues.
It's Kawa.
6.
Not
Like
just-
in
okay, wait.
all the Madrid dynasties from 2014,
it's okay.
he's the constant.
It's okay.
Natural.
Naturally.
Thank you. Thank you.
When he
No,
started,
No, but
did
this was a 6.
Nacho
Nacho,
has
I'm
that
saying
many.
Nacho was also there.
no, he has 6. But did he start? I'm talking guys who started.
He was part of the dynasty that you're talking about.
Did
You
he
say a
start?
constant in the dynasty.
No, but
did Caval
Starting 11. Starting
Caval
11.
in the how long has Caval been in the starting 11 at Madrid?
That's the thing. He's so eternal. I've even forgotten. But I think 2014.
He has
2014
been
he was
there
there.
for a minute.
He has
He has
been
been
there
there
for
for a
minutes.
You said before, because I've seen him in some La Liga games, and you're
And
like,
he's
this
not
guy
power.
is
He's a
trash.
fraud.
He's mid.
But the big games,
Yeah,
I've-
business.
Lights are the brightest.
After these Euros and Champions League
Champions
finals,
League.
like Kawa,
Get
you
Yeah.
have to give him some respect. He's a
Was
real
it the one that
serious.
knocked out City when
Is
he
that-
threw the ball in for Rodrigo? He was the one that sent that super curve.
No, I can't remember.
I also can't clearly remember.
Was he
what you're
not
talking
the one
about.
that assisted Ronaldo's greatest Champions League goal
what
ever?
greatest guy?
Which one?
It is
The
his
Juventus.
greatest.
The Juventus one.
You're saying it's not his greatest?
I'm not
Come
having about
on,
Ronaldo
come
today.
on.
Wait, the jump.
The overhead.
The overhead.
Oh,
And
You're
as
really
I
saying it's not.
Don't take
posing
me.
a question, for like Rodri, PR, his sensational Euros tournament, is he the favorite for the Ballon d'Or now?
No.
No.
it
Doesn't
depends.
have enough backing.
Not
That's the
even
problem.
back.
No, because I feel like the PR caught on too late.
But yeah, that's it.
But let's be
If
honest.
Rodri was a Real Madrid player,
Let's be
he would be
honest.
top 3.
Let's be honest. If he wasn't top 3 in a year, he won the treble, scored a Champions League.
That's what I'm saying.
final
City
goal.
players don't
What
have
makes
that
you
PR.
think? No. We all know why
City-
he didn't make top 3.
Why?
The year before.
He's going to say Messi.
We
Just
know the
don't
homeland
ask.
had
Don't
to do
ask. Don't
Hey,
ask.
he's now Homelander.
Apparently, he flipped
Why?
it. He flipped it.
He's trying to flip it, but it's not working.
No, I mean, if he wasn't top 3, a year where he won a treble, we were
Nations-
completing
Position
the
was he?
Nations League.
Nations League, completing the three-peat, a Champions League final goal, and he wasn't top 3. Now you expect him to be top 3 for doing
Why not?
that after having a
who are
sample.
your Ballon d'Or favorites currently?
Okay, my take on Ballon d'Or. If you look at tournament football years, guys who play tournament football, just sneak in.
Tony Cruz. I mean, my bad. Who?
Modric.
Messi,
Modric.
say it.
Croatia guy.
Modric. Yeah, Modric, he won that year. Because I looked at it.
But-
They didn't win La Liga.
They didn't. It was just the Champions League.
Yeah, he just won Champions League. He carried
And Croatia
Croatia
to
to
the
the
Drag
final.
Croatia.
Yeah,
to
I
the
don't know
final.
why he won it now.
Because Madrid
tiptoeing
played.
around it.
Madrid
They
played,
robbed
right?
Ronaldo.
Because
they
In my
robbed
opinion.
that year.
They
That
didn't
year,
want Ronaldo to go
that year, I even
6-5.
have tweets to
Madrid.
back it that I wasn't supporting
That-
Modric winning
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
Ballon
no
d'Or.
one
The
was.
next
It was
tournament.
just a pleasant surprise that
Yeah, but anyway, the
it's
next.
not the truth. Because me, I was shocked. Me, I thought it was Ronaldo.
Yeah, it
But
was
you know Madrid.
Are we really turning this around to look like Madrid?
Actually determines who wins the
Are
Ballon
we
d'Or.
really making
No,
this
but
look
then
like
as a
Madrid?
Ronaldo
There's
still
no
at
other
Madrid.
explanation.
There is.
Wasn't he still at Madrid though?
Who?
Ronaldo.
He left
That
Oh, he
season.
had left.
that season, and
Ah.
I'm sure they assured him if you want to go, but you're not going with the what? The
Really?
golden ball.
May I have a logical explanation?
What?
They didn't want him to get 6-5 because it would have been 6-5 then.
Then why didn't you win the votes?
Because they hate him. And Homeland has to
Madrid.
What? What Madrid? Well,
Madrid?
There's no Madrid tax.
Let's not kid ourselves.
There's no Madrid.
If Ronaldo remained in Madrid, he was winning that Ballon d'Or.
If there was Madrid tax,
It is Madrid
Messi
tax.
wouldn't. No,
It is Madrid tax.
If this Madrid tax you're talking about existed, Messi wouldn't be the guy with the highest number of Ballon d'Ors.
No, because
He's
he could not
too good.
refute. He's too good.
Really.
That's the only way
I
around
can
it.
count like 2 Ballon d'Ors he didn't deserve.
And I can count like 3 that you know.
Anyway, the
we
next.
get
So
into it.
who are saying who are your favorites currently? That your top 3?
Top 3 is
So
difficult.
I dare you to say Philip Waterford. I dare.
No, I have him in top 10, but not top 3.
And top. One of you all is going to say Messi. I know.
No, I
I'm
think,
not.
but
guys.
I know he's going to be in top
But
5.
it's a pleasant
He's going
surprise.
to be I know he's going to be there, but
So Homelander, basically. Yeah?
Honestly.
No, me, I have
Homelander.
Vini,
Yeah?
I have JB10, then I have Rodri.
Who's JB? Oh.
Jude,
he's 10, not 5.
For
Madrid.
England, he was wearing 10.
JB five.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You have Jude,
it's hard to
Vini,
argue against that.
Rodri.
I can't. argue
It's
that.
hard to argue against
Someone had
that.
a shout earlier for Lautaro Martinez, but
I
By
don't.
the way,
I
I
know
don't
how
think
he
he
racks
has
up
the
to these other guys. I know.
PR plays
PR.
a part here, bro.
Yeah.
He's
No.
Madrid tax. Don't even call it PR. Madrid tax.
No, Homelander has to be appeased over in Argentina. Y'all are making it look like Messi was the best player for Argentina.
We've not
this
said
Copa.
Messi.
No one has
No,
said
you're
it.
not
We-
brave enough to say it here.
We've not even spoken about. We've not spoken
wouldn't
about
be shocked
Copa.
if
living
he's
in your
there,
head for
but
free.
I
We've not
don't
spoken
expect
about
to see him
Copa.
there.
Let me
all.
tell you, our man, our goat, doesn't need Cheyo. Right? Your goat does.
He does it.
He does. First, anything we get at this point is for free, right? Like,
It's
Njongeza,
we are playing Vita,
it's by
football.
mistake.
And deserved.
We're having what?
You're just there, hey, he has won. Okay, right?
So
But I think I have the same players as you.
Yeah, I also agree.
You can't argue with that top
It's
3.
it's top 5 where I feel like they're going to sneak in Yamal because he has the PR now. I feel like
I
Martinez
don't.
should be in top 5. Latour.
goalkeeper.
No.
No.
I think the goalkeeper will be in top 10, but I don't think he'll be in top 5. Because
Lautaro
I mean,
should make top 5.
He
but
should.
then I don't know if he has the PR to make it.
Yeah.
Because
so-
there are guys who are pushing agendas on football Twitter. Eh?
Messi should
You know, I
just
think
relax.
this is the place football is going to be for a while now that Ronaldo is out of the game. And
You
the
know,
other guy too. The other guy.
I looked
Before we
at.
leave Euros, let's talk about your goats.
No.
Tournament.
I'm coming. I was
We are
like,
getting there.
speaking of, we are still speaking on the Euros.
Look at
For the big names that were in the tournament,
Okay.
there are a couple of international teams that had very poor showings, big players that we expected to
Did
step
not
up,
appear.
guys that have been to the top and they were no show this whole tournament. So, I think one of my most underwhelming teams has to be Portugal because on paper, if you see the names they have, that team was supposed to go
All the way.
further.
All the way.
I don't know who's letting them down or what's stopping them from
We know.
We know, but
completing the mission. But I think Portugal has very. How do you play
Say his name.
Ronaldo all those minutes and you're not creating as many goals? You are beaten by Georgia, threatened by
Everyone.
Slovenia.
Slovenia, had to go to penalties.
As
Your
you say,
captain.
I'm a German fan.
Your captain is on the pitch in extra time crying for a missed pen. Was it extra time or was it just
It
before
was extra time.
He
they
was
had
crying
gotten a
for
pen.
missing a pen and he's supposed to be the leader of the men. But, because I was having this conversation with Van, we were talking about
We shall get to Copa.
theoretically the best teams on paper.
Yes.
Was
For
Me, I
Portugal.
had a shout for England as talented players.
Portugal.
Then
does.
Van showed me the Portugal squad and I was like, what's really stopping these guys?
The manager.
I'll start with the manager before we go to the other guy. But it all steps from the manager. You first tell us. I want your take.
I'm not a
What
Portugal
was
fan.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
but
What was wrong with that Portugal team?
What was
The
wrong?
manager.
How was your goat
How?
performing this time around?
I don't have expectations on 39-year-old Ronaldo.
Yes,
But he's a
but do you
killer.
think some of his
He is still a killer.
you
He
can
is a
pull up
killer.
the clips because I still remember.
Yeah, he is still a killer. But if you're using him for 120 minutes every other...
But this tournament, he really was.
This guy needed two... What are those female massage guys called Tumesus.
He was.
In
Yes.
the 120. That's showing you his body cannot move.
Ronaldo
man.
was a killer.
He is.
He killed the hopes of Portugal.
He is still a killer.
Because I also think
No,
another player in that Portugal team that didn't impress me was Rafael Leao.
Oh my God,
He
the
doesn't-
yellow card.
He has nothing
diving.
to show for the whole tournament. You watch him and
You
you're
see,
like,
this is the thing. Everybody, every season, whatever team, y'all say Ronaldo held back Rashford. Now you're doing the same with Portugal. I
My
guarantee.
friend,
No, I
it is
feel-
tournament football in that you have 6 free kicks
Listen.
and you fail to just accept and put your ego aside and say,
because I'm like,
Bernardo Silva,
Bruno
come
Fernandes
and send
and-
something. Bruno Fernandes, come and
I don't
cross
think
a
Bruno
ball.
had the best tournament.
that's fine.
still
But
a better
I think he takes better set pieces.
Set piece
Yeah, and then
taker than
having
And to show
Ronaldo
you
as
that
the main target
This
would have
man
been
still
better.
has his ego.
Is it ego?
It is. There's no other thing.
He's no longer a good target man. The ball can't stick to his feet. He can't
Physically,
He can't
he's not what he
combine play
was.
for like 4 touches,
Physically, he's not what he
and
was.
he can no longer
But
run.
He's
but
a
they
good
are
head
still.
of the ball, right?
He is.
Right?
Yeah.
So
He would have
why
been the
was he
guy.
not in the box in those minutes?
This is why I'm saying it all stems to the manager.
So
If you're playing a 39-year-old guy up front, that's on you.
what
Waji.
what happened? What?
It
Do
was
you know?
Roberto Martinez to tell Ronaldo to accept that he's wasting opportunities and swallow his pride and say, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, come and
take
throw
off.
a beautiful ball in, and we are tall enough to get to it.
Yes. You're the manager. Make the rules.
An
Fernando, what's his name?
39-year-old.
Fernando Santos benched him in the World Cup and brought him on after Morocco.
Do you feel
had
like that's
scored.
why he was fired?
No, I feel he was. No, I don't feel like that's why he was fired. He made a
Actually,
gamble.
what was the difference between
No.
Santos
Listen, he made a gamble
Martinez.
and it didn't pay off.
And then now
Martinez,
you're
costly
depending on
gamble.
a guy that's not doing much for you.
You should have taken the risk as well, and then we see if we still have these think pieces.
But let
that
me
it's
let me
Ronaldo's
let me
fault.
pose this question.
I would really love.
Let me
to
pose
see-
this question.
I would really
What
love
happened at Man United when once Ten Hag decided this guy can't be my forward and someone goes off in the off season and they have all these words for the coach. Fine, he said other things on top of that. He did other things. But you're trying to tell me Ronaldo is fine with being benched
No, he's not.
and he's not going to say
Exactly.
anything.
But you're the manager.
Yeah, but it's not okay. You think
You're
okay?
the manager.
I feel like tournament football countries. It's,
No, you guys.
it's by the
You
government,
guys
right?
are the ones making him look like. How many managers have had issues with Ronaldo in his 20-year career? Not more. Not the greatest managers to ever play.
We don't know what's behind the
I don't know what's
scenes.
behind the scenes.
When the tell-alls start coming out in future, you start hearing this guy did
No.
this.
There's no manager but Eric Ten Hag that has had an issue.
We are
with
not sure
Ronaldo.
yet.
No. If they've had, they would have come
But-
out. Even Ole Gunnar, who you could have said he got fired, came out and said it wasn't his fault for coming to United. The team wanted him.
But he didn't.
He
want.
sells shirts. I think that's why Portugal
Whether
had
he
him.
wanted him or not, but he didn't say Ronaldo was a terrible leader. The guy who spoke about him was his assistant. He said Ronaldo, he wasn't willing to let his standards drop. So that's how he lost the dressing room. Because none of these guys, I mean Sancho and whoever, were willing to match up to his work ethic. They're softies. That's how he lost them. He didn't lose them because he was a terrible teammate.
Did Sancho play this Euros?
Leave that
He
boy
wasn't
alone.
even
He wasn't
told them.
picked. He wasn't called.
But this
we are-
myth that he is the reason why Portugal is bad, or he is the reason
should
why
act-
he starts.
He should accept.
He is a victim of his own.
Leave
whatever.
the football before the football leaves.
No, he's a victim of his own career.
'Cause-
because everybody expects 39-year-old Ronaldo to be the same 20-year-old.
when he was in Saudi.
But then 40 year old Pepe
I
was
was
doing
going
his,
to say the same
doing
thing. There's
business
another
behind there.
41-year-old.
Can we
on
look
that
at the
same
mileage
team.
on their bodies?
Come on.
Ronaldo has played 1,000 plus games.
Waji,
1,000
you're
plus.
39-year-old and you want a coach to tell you, my friend, stop wasting free kicks.
be the
Go and
target
stand in
man.
the box and be the poacher you
This
are.
is the problem with y'all. Y'all think that is his decision. Is this the way he has been moving wherever he has played? He played for United 2 years ago, and Bruno was taking some
You're
of...
telling me it wasn't his decision to
It
step
wasn't.
over that ball to
It
kick it
wasn't.
into the wall.
When it's even on that.
It's not his decision that when they go into devising tactics, he said,
So let me
taking
me say this: when you see guys that offer penalties to other players to boost their confidence, why can't he have that same thought process? It's like,
because he doesn't trust
I've been taking these set pieces and I'm
they're
just
not working.
hitting the wall. Oh, the blame is not solely on him, as I said. Rafaelia was
all those Portugal brothers.
disappointing.
Bernardo Silva, we shall get to that one.
He had a good tournament.
Wait,
Okay.
who knocked out Portugal?
He had a better tournament
He was
than
carrying
France.
people.
penalties.
Anyway, my problem with
You see,
Felix.
You see, you're going to
You
start.
see-
You're going to start.
you see that.
Shocking.
You see the funny thing is in the
not a
France-Portugal
Portugal
game
guy.
as well. Was Mbappe having his best game?
No.
What did the coach do in extra time?
remove.
Out.
Hooked
Make
him.
big decisions.
Exactly. You're saying the coach. Why did the coach remove Ronaldo?
Ronaldo,
This is your misconception
Ronaldo will
of
drag
him.
out the ref.
Can say
He would have.
He will live with the ref.
He would have gone
Wait.
off pitch. I swear.
No, you
And
really
kick
think
something.
in Ronaldo's 20-year career he has never been subbed off?
he can ask.
Even in his prime.
Happily.
Even in his prime.
Happily.
Yes.
When his
He
team,
has no- he
when
has
his
no
team is
spats.
losing.
He has
When
no
his
he has
team
no
is
spats
losing.
when he's going.
When his team is losing, I feel because of the kind of character he is.
Portugal has
So
bowlers.
what's you're telling me
Diogo
really
Jota.
that the reason
Every position has
the reason
three people.
Ronaldo took all those 6 free kicks in that
I
unfortunate
asked you guys
game.
to show me one guy who scored a free kick this
We
year.
have wonder
That's your
goals. We don't
defense.
have free kicks.
No, I'm asking you
But-
to show
and
me.
I also
But you're
asked
telling
you.
you, let
I
him
asked
become
you,
a set piece.
When was the last time Ronaldo scored a free
One in 61 attempts, boss.
I think in Saudi he scored it.
Because Saudi is the same as European football.
You guys talk like his 20-year career is Saudi. He left Europe as the greatest marksman ever. Greatest
Exactly.
scorer.
And why are you taking free kicks yet you could be the guy
In.
that's that's what we are saying.
Get into that damn box.
Be the target man.
Hey, if he feels he can score a free kick. then
Did he score?
No, his resume can score.
It's a 20-degree angle,
In the
and the man is trying to hit a.
In the
Come
French
on.
game, the free kick that he had in that war was
I will
Kante.
go out on a limb here and accept he's 39 years, so he can't do some shit.
not what you accept.
But have you
We want you
guys?
to acknowledge that was a low
does he
football
have
IQ moment.
Does he have a catalog that shows he has scored free kicks?
1 in 61 attempts.
Well, Asen, I know you're not talking.
What?
No,
Has
this
Ronaldo
is
ever
for
scored a free kick from a very weird angle?
We have now left
It is
international football. and now
yeah.
No.
We
I'm
are
talking
The
we are-
start is for
we are
Portugal.
the
nitpicking
stat is
things.
here.
And I also told you, I asked you when it comes to the knockout phases in international football, what has he done that is memorable?
Nothing there.
The only thing we remember him is being besides Santos. And his, with tears
I
right down
think in
his
2016 he had knockout goals though, and assists.
Don't you have 1, 3, 1?
One or
3.
two.
I've seen 3.
Yeah, because
There was one
someone
against
was
Wales.
saying
Sad. It's
someone
just
yeah,
sad.
Danny Olmo matched his
Match in one tournament.
in one
So
tournament.
Dani Olmo
He's a
is
greater European.
is a
pedigree
greater
than-
player.
and you were talking, you were the one with the logic of trophies, but
No, you're the one who brought it up.
moving on, another
I was going to
disappointing
get-
team that feels like their time is done. There are 2 I can think of: Belgium and Croatia.
Belgium, I know them.
For the
Croatia
been
was
all
done.
past. Yeah, they're really.
No, on Modric.
no, but
No, but
you
even the
you
last World Cup they were in the third game, third place playoff.
No, that was
tough.
Modric
Yeah.
tax.
because there were always those
And
guys
that
that would
team
drag out games extra time,
The team
win
was
on
weak.
penalties.
It's just that team is old.
But
So
now,
with
yeah,
Belgium-
everyone is past there.
Belgium
And they
is
don't
also
have a
past
and they don't
it.
have a striker.
Then-
Croatia.
but how unlucky is Lukaku?
Look up.
Because I think that in the Slovakia game, the Openda handball shouldn't have stood. That should have been a goal.
They
Then,
even brought out
One of
technology
that.
we have never heard of.
like, I don't know how many offside goals, and he always has the same dumbfound look when things don't go his way.
I watched
But
Lukaku play every week.
You saw KDB. He wasn't happy with the reporter that asked him about
The golden
their
generation.
golden generation and how they've been unable to achieve anything that is of
It's sad though.
mentioned. Yeah,
But you're
because
also worried about Portugal, right?
these are teams that
What?
Nothing.
We know why Portugal has to get slapped. Don't act like you don't
Unless
know
you
why.
have young players that can still run the 120, but you still tie on
None
that.
of you have talked about João Felix. I still don't know what that boy is good at.
He
to
wasn't
this day.
taking
Are you
six free
on him on the
kicks.
penalty?
No,
or-
no.
Oh,
Because
he
there
came
were,
on
there were fools that were jumping on him for
the penalty.
Bro,
Okay,
people
penalties
miss-
are 50,
People have
50,
missed
bro.
penalties in the biggest
And his
sports.
pen was good. It just
It just hit the post.
Stuff happens.
Oh, done.
So you-
and
Why
lucky.
is he not getting smoke?
We can't go
doing
through.
what?
What
We
could
can't
you
go
do?
through the
What
whole
do you want
tournament.
him to do?
And we
If
know the whole
Ronaldo
common
missed
point
that
is
penalty, I know this.
But he did miss a
He missed a
penalty.
penalty.
And then
And have we had him for it?
yeah,
Have
We
you-
had we
no,
had
not
him for
about
crying.
bringing it up.
you didn't have him
No,
for
no,
it
no,
because
bro.
Messi missed the penalty that same
that's
night.
not it.
No, and
Nah.
That's
And
not
then
it.
yeah, definitely.
We don't-
because
We
I
had
didn't even watch
we
it.
had him for crying. Yet there's 15 minutes to
Yeah.
play. You're a leader. You're there showing your
You're
teammates
crying
that you.
before the
Wasn't
game
Messi
ends.
crying in this final?
When
Because he was injured and he can't help his team.
What if Ronaldo was injured?
Then that's fair. We wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
making
And he
fun.
didn't show you behind the scenes. You
Good,
never
good,
know.
good, good. Stop
Good.
grabbing for straws.
No, me
Portugal,
when I see two,
Portugal and that Belgium team are not the same. And that Croatia team, they're not the same. Belgium and Croatia
No,
have reached
Portugal
they're at the
have-
twilight stage. Portugal has
Youth on
youth,
this, it's
a,
just
a good balance of experience
and youth.
Wait,
But
has-
some experienced people don't want to allow.
should we look at those individual youth players you're talking about?
On
You
the
want
Portugal
to?
team.
You're
I
sure?
want to.
Okay.
João Felix.
We shall indulge. you.
João Felix didn't even start any
didn't
game.
start
in
No,
the
no,
tournament.
we are talking about.
He didn't
youth.
play every game like unlike someone.
He started.
Jota,
he was at
Bernardo
Chelsea. He
Silva,
was- he
Bruno
played for Chelsea, right?
Fernandes, Liao. Which other player can you bring in?
Felix played for.
He
Played
has.
for
Yeah,
Barca
he just played
last
Barca,
season.
Chelsea, Atletico.
been-
Was this Barca season bad?
No, it wasn't.
Was it?
It wasn't.
It wasn't a bad
He had a
season.
good
There's a reason
season.
ATM don't want him.
No, it's
Those
because
guys don't play
Simeone
football that
doesn't
matches.
like that
And he also
kid.
has
Okay, why
beef with
didn't
the
Chelsea
coach.
get him?
we don't have that kind of money to spend.
Pause.
No.
ATM was asking us for like what?
When we start talking about Premier League, we will talk about, not in this episode, but there were some teams there
No,
that
no, no.
were,
This brother
that were
said
doing
Chelsea.
deals, that were doing deals just to
In this
escape
period.
a PSR.
Okay, I've seen
there.
guys do.
There are some guys
We've
there,
also
but
seen some stupid deals
we
that
won't
we can't
mention
talk
guys.
about them.
I've seen some.
because they are selling
They're
academic
just
players
doing
at
like
20 M's. You're like, how? But we know
A
what's
good
behind
one.
that.
Kito could have gone for like 40.
But
I
so,
was touched.
as for flops of the tournament, we have to talk about Kylian Mbappe, man.
They didn't
That's-
really flop.
Yeah, he was.
From like his international performance, you're like,
Like
yes,
how
he
we know him
always
for
has a
France?
standout
No, but he told you
performance.
guys at the start, Euros is harder for him.
Don't bother.
Your
That's
stat is
now.
good.
Didn't he say it?
He did, but
He
who
said
believes
Euros
that?
is a tougher tournament
Than
than
what?
Copa
For him.
America.
Yeah, for
Not
him, yes.
the-
For him. He said for him.
Didn't he say it's even easier to win than the World Cup as well?
What?
I mean, it's
Did he?
harder to win than the World
That's
Cup.
what he
Yes,
said.
that's what he said, yes.
Which is
That's
a
what he
lie.
said. And basing on his performance, you could
No, but
see.
No,
actually
but
went
I have issues with that French team because
No,
This is a-
but
this
he
is-
also said he doesn't have Pogba anymore.
this is when because that's true.
That's a
their
valid one,
midfield
yeah.
wasn't as creative. This is one of the tournaments where Griezmann was dropped and
Griezmann.
he had a run of I don't know how many French games as a starter.
but he wasn't performing
was
well
bad.
either.
I was saying I can count enough times this tournament where Mbappe is making runs and that final ball is not there. There's a man called Moussa Dembele. He's 20 what now? He's
Usman.
still. What did I
Ah,
say?
yeah, you know, you talked about the Spurs guy.
I was like, yeah, my bad. I said Dembele. He's 21 now. We are still waiting for that potential to come.
21?
No, I'm saying he's 21. We are still
Yeah.
waiting for his potential to come to fruition.
There's no more potential there. You either have it or
He
you don't.
stank it up the whole tournament.
Isn't
I'll
there a
say-
game that he didn't start? And I saw Kolomwani.
Yeah, Column 1, he started some games. They brought in Bakola some
Thuram.
games on the left wing and Mbappe went. But this French team is one of the more disappointing teams I've seen.
No, for the squad they
In a
had, they
tournament.
actually achieved.
No,
They lost to the winner, so you can't fault them.
Anyway,
No, me,
but
I was-
they
I
didn't
was-
reach the standards we
They
know
didn't
they
reach
are
the
capable
heights.
of.
they only scored one open
Yeah,
play goal.
which was sad. The entire tournament.
Like 2 pens.
And 3
no,
goals
yeah,
entire.
no, 1 pen, 2 own goals, and then 1 open goal.
Luckily, they have Mbappe for another 5.
They have to
8
sort
years.
out their midfield issue.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
midfield.
Because it's sad.
Chouameni and Camavinga are going to do
Kante was the best midfielder in the tournament.
I'm not saying this one. I'm
The
saying they are
goat.
going to.
But
How old is Kante? Isn't he still in? He's
30 something.
That's
The
it.
guy was running more kilometers than actually the only reason I feel France didn't outright drop quickly was because of the shift he was putting in. Defensively they were good. Him, Saliba,
But
Saliba.
up again, they
Kunde.
need to find a solution for Dembele.
Nah,
But
he's
what
not
did
that
Dembele
guy.
do?
No, they need.
I feel like it's a
They need
creative aspect of the midfield that's now.
That's fine as well, but on the wing, the right side, Dembele, he's not decisive enough, and his passes never reach.
I feel
He
like
will chop, cross it in. It won't even beat the first man to reach into the box. They should play the younger guy. I don't know what role Mbappe really wants to play in that team,
I don't think he's a 9.
because that's also
he's
another
not
thing.
and that's
He always
actually
turns
why I'm
from-
very interested in seeing what he will do
At
in
Madrid.
Madrid because it's more or less the
Hey, let
same
me give you a
thing.
preview.
It's the same thing.
3 black men hitting the Sioux at the Bernabeu. Don't let Argentina guys watch it. In the Champions League final.
No, okay,
it's gonna be
okay, jokes aside. Jokes aside.
no 2 Brazilians. and
Jokes
1
aside.
Frenchman hitting the Sioux.
It's going to be the same conundrum he has had in PSG and now France, where Vini is a very effective winger.
We had
Anything
this combo,
else,
didn't we?
yeah, anything else you're going to put Vinicius in, it's most likely not going to work. Rodrigo, unless you're chopping the kid outright and saying, man, we
He's
need
coming to
space.
United.
Oh, God. Moving on.
You want to kill another kid's career.
who was another flop that you saw in the tournament? That
Let me
England,
see.
France.
players.
I was so sad that Germany went out. I was so sad that Spain, Germany came in round
I wanted
16.
it. Yeah.
I want to be on the
'Cause
Yeah,
opposite
was-
sides.
Was that no?
It was just
Oh,
sad.
no, my final was Germany, France. So
Let me see.
before the brackets.
I feel
came
like
to fruition fully.
Germany could go out proud, but
Yeah, but
it was
I
too
can
early.
say that team is sort of coming back because
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
had
that-
been falling off like the previous like four
For
international
tournaments.
Oh, my
tournaments, and
God.
they were not doing. But Julian Nagelsmann has good ideas and
And he's not afraid
brilliant.
to
Oh,
make
I've forgotten
decisions.
my young boy Musiala,
Some young-
another standout in
Some
the
pink-haired
tournament.
peacock coming onto the pitch.
Andrich.
Ah, yes.
I didn't even know Germans were allowed to do that.
But
Did Havertz
Flops.
perform to what he was required to?
Not
I
really.
don't
He had-
think
he had
Not
a lot
really,
of
he had a lot
big
of
missed
missed
chances.
Yeah, very
Actually,
average tournament.
I just saw a tweet today that Lukaku, Havertz, and Ronaldo were leaders in big
But
miss,
then in
big
that
chances
in
missed.
that Spain game,
What? You don't say.
if you see, yeah, I saw that man's XG. It was dangerous.
Yeah, it's just
I just can't remember the
King
figures.
of XG.
Ronaldo, his XG was very treacherous.
But
I don't know what
Havertz
was
had the
happening.
most, right? Four goals.
The way you guys
But
are saying
I was going to
anything
say-
you're doing right now is just side quests.
I was
I'm
go-
also at that place.
records.
Hey!
What records
My
follow me?
friend.
one.
No, highest goal scorer at the Euros
Your,
ever.
your guru is on
Answer.
chain.
Highest scorer at the Euros ever. Answer.
But those goals
Answer!
come where? Those goals
I
come
wouldn't.
where?
Answer. It doesn't matter where
I
they
guess
When you
macadamia
play
nuts or
25
something.
What did you say? Stats are like bikinis.
No.
He
What
don't
you-
tell the whole story.
What
Don't
you
be
see?
deceived by the outer workings.
I think he
Look
also
deep
he
into-
also won a Euro.
Look deep
right?
in-
How many
it.
goals does he have in knockout games?
I don't know.
You
I'm
don't
not
know.
going to
Exactly.
One stat I do know though, Euros history highest goal scorer Cristiano Ronaldo,
Who
14
has
goals.
played the most Euros games?
Him
Yeah.
Wait, was
So-
this his 6th Euro?
Yes, it's 6.
and Homeboy is on 7 in
man-
Copa, right?
Who?
When I tell you the man,
somebody-
no, he's not. He's not. He's
Homelander
not.
is
He's
on
not.
7.
He's
So
not.
how many does he
He's
have?
not.
7 Copa America.
Anyway, yeah, because they have those
Two
period
every
when
2
they had like
years.
3 every.
Why? How is that? Anyway, you're
every
not
3
the
years.
guys to
No,
answer.
like there was a period where they were trying to
Like
get
every
into
two,
the-
every two.
With
they
World
went-
Cup,
When
even.
Messi retired, then they made it
Relax.
happen every
But there was
3 years.
remember back then it was after every 4 years, right?
Yes. But then there's a
the
period I'm
last,
saying
yeah,
it was 2-2.
2015 it happened that 2016 was going to be the 100th year of the tournament, and previously during World War they did not host those tournaments.
The guys, man, going
No,
back to
we are giving you stats. We are giving you stats. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
truth
Okay.
is,
Highest goal scorer at the Euros. He can bow out like that.
but Ronaldo is going to play till
He
he's
has
40.
won one.
He's
The
waiting.
greatest European player ever to grace the game. Greatest footballer ever to grace the game. Highest.
According to you,
Yeah.
You should preface every argument of yours with I don't watch Messi.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yes. In my opinion, I do not watch Messi, so Ronaldo is the goat.
You're blessed. Ocas, I don't know what
You
to
can't
say
watch
to that.
such haram
You
football
guys
and be
watch
pleased.
Ronaldo because you're insecure about Messi. That's the
We
difference.
love football,
we love
and we
football.
want
I
to
watch
see
football.
what guys do.
So no, you be hate watching.
No, we want pure football.
This is the hazard guy. The hazard
For
guy.
us, it's not about the stats, it's about the way someone plays the game.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We don't score pens and we start jumping to the 6th floor to sue.
Okay, clear.
Or whatever floor you guys jump.
Clear.
I don't-
As we were
I don't-
saying,
I don't think there were many flops, like minus the ones that you already said.
the countries we've spoken about, then
England, France.
the breakouts we have,
That-
obviously.
Country-wise?
That Italian guy.
Austria was
Kalia.
interesting.
Austria was very
Yeah, I
fun
can't.
to
I don't know how to
Cagliari.
say his name.
Gay, yeah, by
Austria
the
was
way.
very
Austria was
interesting to
fine.
watch.
Those guys played and they didn't
Turkey.
have
Oh,
was
the
small
nice.
teams were.
other goal I'd even forgotten. What a goal.
What a man.
What a goal. And he had some assists.
Shut
here
up.
At
and
Madrid, we do it like.
there. Madrid. Madrid.
Hala Gigi Man
They, I was saying another breakout of, I want to give some credit towards the Georgian striker. What's his name? Ikotadze. I can't pronounce it right.
Like none of
No,
those
but
players.
FIFA guy. No? If you play FIFA.
What a showing. He also had a great tournament. Kvaratskhelia, we've always known of
But-
his exploits from Napoli.
I feel like he underperformed. Like in the first games, then when
No,
they
for
when
that-
they played Portugal, he woke up.
For that country,
Anything
when
they
you-
were achieving was
Yeah,
overachieving.
even being there.
Yeah, it was their first time in the Euros. But man, they excited us. It was real counter-attack football.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them the next tournament, which is
Hopefully they qualify.
2026
So moving on
World
to
Cup.
No, that's World Cup.
the other side of the world, a
Copa
other
America.
continent. We had the Copa America going on, and Argentina were crowned champions once again. In the last, I don't know, they have more international trophies than losses in the last how many years?
64 games. 2 losses.
Yeah, 64 games. Yeah.
I think
So
it's in my opinion, my humble opinion, this is the second
Stop there.
greatest
Stop there. Stop there.
international team
Stop
Yeah.
there.
performance.
I also think so.
Like, honestly, I'm not saying in terms of the starkness of a team, but the team, the way they are as a group, what they have done, it's mad.
Is it?
4
To win.
consecutive international trophies.
To win,
Only
my God.
one team has done
4.
that before.
Yeah, plus
Actually,
the-
count 3.
Which
But the
fourth one?
finalissima.
That Fugazi.
Do you have it? Does Ronaldo have it? Though? Did he play it?
doesn't.
was it-
Unfortunately for him.
I think Spain has a Confederations Cup somewhere. So it's safe.
Oh, that's what it replaced. But Confederations Cup was like group stages.
Yeah, but it was very hopeless because there were some teams.
Or
that-
they just needed
Listen,
someone to
there
have
were
higher
some
chances
teams
of
that would get to the-
Homelander right here. I
When
tell you.
Spain won, I remember some team they clapped over 8 or 9.
In the
In the
Confederations Cup.
Confederations, it was
You're
so bad.
beating me.
that-
Yeah, then
There were some,
I think
there were
there
some
it's,
laborers that came
in the Confederations Cup, it had the win of AFCON, right?
Continental, yeah.
Win of
Oh,
AFCON.
so Asia.
So
what?
Asia,
But
blah,
right now they just picked the win of Europe and
Euro, and
And
yeah, because
America.
it became
Okay.
really
Nah,
disgusting.
you also know why they did it
No,
now.
it's not like that.
It doesn't make
But
sense.
isn't it supposed to give chance to the team that wins the Euros? So if you want your guy to represent, his team should win the Euros and
Yeah.
appear.
This is not about Ronaldo.
No, you can say because these
Any
guys.
team.
No, you're making it about Ronaldo. I'm just
Even
saying.
Germany.
I had never heard. I never heard of
Finalismo.
It's hard.
Now
to
you're
say.
educated.
till
Consider yourself educated.
no Confederations Cup. I was actually wondering what happened to that because I remember in high school Neymar was there. There's an edition of Confederations Cup.
Yeah.
He was really a star. So they eliminated that so that one guy, could have
But-
a higher chance.
But I
of-
still think.
Funnily, it's that he didn't even have his best tournament, but
At all, by any means.
But the team
The
still played
team-
for him.
has played for him.
Yeah, for us we never have it easy. Yeah?
They dedicate.
We are used.
No, it's like different personalities
But
of
I
the two
thought
people. That
The Euros Portugal won the
Was
team
inspired
for
by Ronaldo.
Rumor
Who
has
said?
it that he coached
what
the team to glory.
what were Luis Fonte's remarks?
He said
I
they
saw
didn't
that.
see
We
homeboy
didn't
on the
even know he was
touchline.
doing that.
They were more focused on the game.
That was a fugazi thing, yo. Say like.
That's a defender that was playing in the game
he
saying
said
it.
it, but it has never come from
The
Have you ever,
fans.
Kilama? We watched that final. We're in the same high school. Did I come to you and say Ronaldo coached Portugal to win that game?
Our
You
life.
remember
No,
my
no,
argument?
okay, General Ronaldo fan.
You're talking to me, not them. So-
Now this is when we
so
are not
keep-
talking to them.
Keep it in that context. Keep it in that context. I have never said he coached Portugal to. I didn't even think Portugal.
But how much credit did he take
Get
for
for
that
that.
Euro?
Did he take any credit?
Yes.
Honestly,
Who scored in the final?
Edda.
Hey, you remember his name?
I can't
What,
forget it.
but what was the PR after that?
That
Did they-
yeah,
One person has an international trophy, the other
that does it.
By the
And
way,
it went on for years.
do you guys want to go there?
It
You guys-
went to- it-
no, man can
Okay,
sit
we
up.
have done a remontada on you guys.
It went on. And now you've been sliding every other year, You're like,
Coincidentally, okay, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Coincidentally, Ronaldo won a Euro 2016. Messi had just lost a Copa, right? Or he lost a
He
Copa.
lost it.
And then faked a retirement, right?
No, he retired.
And then he came back.
Yeah,
people can
because
come
they
back.
were
And
not
then
qualifying.
Copa changed its format from 4 years to every 2-3 years.
No,
I don't
It
know.
went
Ronaldo is
back
older
to
than
4.
that boy.
It's now every
It went back to 4.
They just did it.
2016?
He has explained they did
2016
it
and
for
then 2021.
No.
There was no
yeah,
other
there
Copa
was
in
no other
between.
Copa.
There was no Copa
Get
in
your facts
2019.
straight. Yeah, there was none.
There was no Copa in 2019.
He lost it 2016, nothing.
There was no Copa in 2019.
Get
There was
it.
not. Copa was supposed to be in 2020, but COVID.
Yeah. Find it. And smile for our cameras when you do.
Going to tears.
As he's looking for his false stats. I feel
as I
like
was saying, you see the blame Messi used to get for failing.
Yeah, and it was too much.
Oh, Copa 15th June 2019 to 7th July 2019.
oh,
Winner,
there was a Brazil.
But I thought Neymar's never won a
Aha.
Copa.
Neymar
You know,
didn't win it.
He didn't play.
He didn't play.
He didn't play
So
that
what
one.
were you saying?
We can see it.
Those,
But they got out in the what? The semi-finals or quarters?
earlier,
yeah,
I
they
did
got
say
out on the.
Semi.
It was reduced to some point. I know some period it was two years.
2 years.
I'm not even sure.
But I was saying
But it did.
the prop they gave Cristiano for that Euros finals, Messi had reached.
No, but in
Relax,
that
I'm
that
not done with what
campaign,
I'm
huh?
saying.
4
I'm going
consecutive
to
finals.
yeah, I'm going to say what I say. Then you can say your points as well.
Yes, our leader.
Messi reached the World Cup in 2014. He didn't win it. As the guy on that team,
And he carried.
he carried all the blame. Though we all know if he had any critical strikers,
Man.
that game was done
Man.
in
Higuain.
90 minutes.
Higuain and Palacio, is it?
So, fine, he took the blame. We go to another Copa. He loses.
Higuain.
He retires. That's calm. But all this PR for Ronaldo, like he was the savior of Portugal. For a final, what minute did he jump out with his injury?
50 years? For actually, wasn't it? First
But
half?
all the plaudits were going to him. International trophies, this, that. After that, what international trophy did Ronaldo win to make
Yeah,
the
that was
Nations
the
League.
Nations League.
2-0? Fine. So for you, your football ended in
2018.
Yeah.
we circle back. We win a World Cup.
No,
Well,
we win. No,
Copa
Copa
America.
first.
Yeah, we win a Di Maria, right? We win a Copa.
Against Brazil.
How many goals in those Copa America?
It's now
He was top marksman and top assister.
No, hold on. I'm asking how many finals has he played?
who
Copa America finals? Has he
4
played?
before he lost. Now 6.
But if your guy is that
Yeah,
good
I
as well, he
think
would be
6.
getting to those
6
finals.
finals.
What they
And don't give me an
Don't.
excuse of Portugal. Portugal hasn't had good players and whatnot. Messi.
No, he was going to
The
talk
Argentina
about
teams.
I was going to talk about the level of competition.
how many World Cups does
in
Uruguay
Europe.
have?
Prior to Argentina, I think the last 3 winners of the World Cup were coming from Europe. France.
But,
Yes.
but,
Yes.
in
But then
the-
also look
in
at
the
the
history of
Brazils,
World Cup,
look at
which
the
continent
Uruguay,
has the
look at
most?
But
No,
now,
since you're going back
but now
past 3
Messi
years.
and Ronaldo were not playing in the history. They were playing in the
Yeah,
duration
but you
of
can't just take away what those
2005.
guys have done.
You can't.
You can't. But I'm talking in the context of Ronaldo and Messi. Aren't I allowed?
Okay, who won it in the golden generation of the European teams?
I'm talking about the level of competition
It
they
is-
were both facing, not what was in
Okay,
the past.
go on, tell us. What's the problem with the competition?
European teams were dominating the World Cup prior to 2022, if I'm not mistaken.
Were they?
All the way from Italy,
Were they?
2006,
Is
who were
Spain 2010.
2014, Germany,
Germany.
2018,
France.
Those are
So
four.
what, is that domination? Because if I really look back at that World
Brazil
Cup,
has
No, I'm speaking in the context
of
of
winning,
where these guys
of
have played.
where these guys are playing.
Okay,
From
so you start
2006.
from
I started from 2006
So
to
8.
2020.
No,
which are
6.
in 2024. Not 2024. Their level of competition. Yeah.
Okay, but one person has a
You're
World
saying
Cup, the other doesn't have a
competition.
World Cup.
Yeah, because right now the competition's dead.
how?
Yeah, right.
That French squad.
yes.
Yeah.
Like
That wasn't.
when the competition was still tight, one of those players still willed his team to a World Cup final.
And he won it.
But he was blamed
No,
for
but
all
how-
that loss.
Has
And
Portugal?
then
Wait,
now,
wait.
Then now,
Has-
he goes, he circles your guy in international trophies. He
Yeah.
can donate like one to
One.
him and say, be close
We
to
don't
this
need it.
summer."
We don't need it. We want gifted. We want gifted Copa Americas. How do you play 7 Copa Americas?
Wait, that Di Maria Copa, was it the final was against Brazil, right?
Yeah.
How do you
Against
play
a very
7?
strong team,
Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil is
Brazil with
another
Neymar.
fugazi. We're on Copa,
But
right?
then if we are to look at Portugal, where has Portugal been going in this tournament?
Okay, you just tell me one final in World Cup Portugal has ever played with Ronaldo in it.
None.
Exactly.
And now they
This
tried-
guy has played 2 World Cup finals.
They
He
tried-
lost 1, he won 1.
they
What
tried
are you
to
saying?
spin agendas.
And with that team, honestly, with that team,
Yeah,
that
when you
we
look at
wouldn't
the-
really say is
Let me ask you, what is your point with this whole World Cup argument?
that 2 euros,
2 euros are equal to one World Cup.
Who said
Or
that?
what? Who said
Ronaldo
it?
fans.
Ronaldo.
No, but when you're saying this,
No,
address
we're
it
not-
to
we're-
me.
we're not-
Did,
we're
did
not
I ever
accusing
say
you.
2 euros?
But we know you are
Propaganda
shameless
is-
to come here to
You
say.
would be on top of the world, yes. Erase that World Cup.
No,
It's no longer.
That's-
Then now we have 2 copas.
I am more capable of saying three Champions Leagues in a row, 1 World Cup.
But you see your Champions League argument as well. Before Madrid went on that 3-peat, how many, by 2015, how many champions did Messi have?
3 legitimate ones. That no.
It's like me telling you. It's like me telling you.
Okay.
It's
Did
no,
he
no,
play
no,
2006?
honestly.
There's a final they
he
lost.
was a sub.
Did he play?
He was a sub.
Did he play?
Yes, he did. And got injured.
Does he
and
have a
didn't play in the
winner's
knockout.
medal?
Yes.
Oh,
Did he play?
Sawa.
Did-
Because
he
if you're
play?
going by that metric, then we are going to say
You don't
Ronaldo
have
is
the
going to
Euro.
win the Euro.
It's okay. It's okay.
That is okay.
No, I'm telling you. Because as for like Champi, Messi was that time. By that time, how many champions did Ronaldo have?
1.
1, right?
The United.
United,
one.
yeah.
Wasn't even.
And he circled back, right?
But this
Mad-
is the.
Madrid has pedigree of champions.
Europe.
Okay.
But for your argument,
And
that,
Argentina has pedigree in Copa America.
but
Yes.
for your argument that
I'm here asking you,
all of a sudden,
what is your
all
point
of a
of
sudden,
all
it's-
So you're the one that was trying to squeeze us about
By
I'm trying
competition.
to ask you, what is your if you're trying to make me think that Messi is a man I don't even watch? Is the GOAT.
45.
Okay, good for him. Good for him.
But then it's Copa America was. I watched a few games.
I didn't know they don't have round of 16. They don't.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
are
do.
There are
They're
only
not that
16
many.
countries playing.
And
So
of
by-
which
you're already
two
jumping in from the
two
group
are
stages.
invited.
Sweet.
Yeah, from the group stages, you're already straight to.
That man has an easy life.
There are six. How many countries?
No.
Relax.
Whether he's
Let's
there
do
just-
geography now.
recently
Let's
add countries to the Euros.
Yeah, they add that.
first. Yeah, let's do geography now. How many countries are in
I
South
don't know. I
and North
felt
America?
geography. Don't
Thank
even
you.
ask. No, whether he's playing 8 teams or what, I mean, still his life is easy. He's
not.
lucky, and
It's
and
not.
easy life.
Have you ever watched like just even the highlights?
I know this year he played what? Peru and who? Canada.
There's Canada
To get to the
somewhere there.
final.
No, but I'm
Ecuador.
saying, but like
There's Ecuador.
When
There's
you-
Ecuador somewhere
so-
there.
when you look at the way
Ah.
Copa America matches are, like the clips I see on Twitter, it's
not-
real
it's
fighting.
not
It's
close.
not even football.
No,
That-
I know
that's-
they hate each other.
That shit
They
over
hate
while
each
you
other.
play nice football.
Nothing.
Bellingham falls and he comes out with his white shirt. That shit ain't there.
Wasn't it? It was this Euros where
I know.
what's his name? This guy was going into the stands to fight for
no,
his
that one.
kids.
Yeah,
was
Darwin
it
Nunes.
Nunes, Uruguay,
Nunes,
I know
Colombia.
the Copa. But
Copa
the
America.
whole Copa has been disorganized.
Bad.
I don't know how these guys are
The
hosting
US
the whole
really-
World Cup.
So wait, someone was saying, is it USA or is it the federation that does the football? Like who was the
Apparently,
disorganized person?
people say blame all parties because if the US is getting the tournament in, come on. At least
Messi got injured because
Because of the
that
pitch. The pitch is in US.
Yeah, that no. If you
They
watch, if
play
you watch
tough.
American football,
they would put
that,
the tough.
the number of ACLs in a season on that tough football, because they
What's
were
wrong
making
with the
this-
tough?
They were making
They would lay
artificial.
3
It's not
days.
grass.
It's not grass.
It's not grass. It's this
That's-
stuff.
that's-
Nachivubo.
That's where
Yeah, yeah.
Lisandro Martinez wanted to end which Arsenal player in a friendly.
Wasn't it Odegaard? No, it was no. Odegaard came to defend. Was it Saka?
MetLife. That's the stadium. So the argument was by the time World Cup.
You guys are here using Argentina on me. You don't know I'm going to use it for my Saliba argument.
By the time
You
World
be
Cup
there.
arrives
That's
in
why I'm
2026.
chill. We shall get to that.
Those pitches are supposed to have grass.
Grass. They say they're going to plant grass.
Yeah.
It's
by,
good.
by the time it's World Cup
I
time,
hope
those
Bolivia
pitches are
didn't
supposed to be
Even
in
Garnacho.
grass.
Hey, Garnacho 7 is old.
But so, but I would also say this, it speaks to the personalities of the people. Because if guys win and they are saying we are winning it for this guy, because everyone has seen what he has gone through. Oh no, I'll say his crowning moment, country was the World Cup. By that time he has overachieved whatever he's adding on now. But one's international resume.
He's now fast
Can't match
surpassing
up.
the rest.
Sawa.
Actually, there's no trophy he hasn't won. But if we go Olympics, he
How
won
many?
it.
45?
But you know,
Fine.
sadly,
It's cool.
no, not even sadly. This is one of the few tournaments they've played where I'm at peace. Like I didn't care whether they
Even
lose or not.
you think I had smoke for like that guy missing his pen.
I did.
When
When
Messi-
he tried
when
his pen
Messi-
anchor, I was
when,
like,
when
bro.
Messi missed his,
Let me ask you something.
I was like, whatever agendas you have, I just pull out my diamond tester. Ronaldo, put yours here. I test your goal.
When we ask Arsenal to pull out the Champions League, you go quiet.
you see how you switch, how you move
Just
from
hold
this side to
the
this side.
smoke.
Leave. In acceptance.
I'll use your diamond test.
Acceptance.
It's okay. Okay, but let me ask you something. When you guys, because me, Ronaldo, is the reason I started watching football. I don't know if Messi is your reason, but let me ask you, when he started playing football, was the international trophy a qualification for him to be your god?
No.
No,
Messi.
it's just
So why
that.
do you think he is every
Because you guys
Ronaldo's-
used it against us in
Did we?
2016.
See,
Yeah,
okay, let me
bro,
put
you can't play these games with us.
let me
Yeah,
put it
like
for
we
you.
did.
No.
We've been in the
The period of time you're talking about, let me tell you why Ronaldo guy is on your neck. Ronaldo was repeating the Champions League, and your boy was going outside. Roma, Liverpool, I'm missing.
And
I
how
know
was,
there's one
how
I'm
was that
missing.
his fault?
Hey, so he can when he wins, it's his win.
But it's
When
the-
he loses,
you
it's
see,
not.
No, me, I can't
his
even make
loss.
that because you would do the same for Ronaldo.
Yeah. And you did.
And you can also
And
make
so-
it. I'm telling you.
But I told you by then, your guy is now
There
playing
was
catch up by then in the Champions.
there was even
He's
no.
playing catch up. Because I've told you by 2015, this guy was on 4.
There was no what? There was no international football in that three-peat, right? Was there?
There was.
Which years are those?
2016, 17, 18?
16,
Okay, there was.
Germany.
Still
World
there
Cup.
was.
16, there was the Euro. The Euro that Portugal won.
2018 there
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I never, ever confused myself that Ronaldo will be my god
But
if he wins.
No.
I never even
let me say this. Even
Outside of Vasco da Gama, I didn't know what Portugal was.
Before all
big.
these guys won, those guys given plaudits because they won the biggest trophy. Maradona, Pele,
And that's them.
all those guys,
Cool.
all
Yeah.
those eras. Whoever has been on top has had to win the World Cup.
It's sour.
Because with however much Messi had achieved, Argentina demanded.
No, because
the
that is
World Cup
Argentina, yeah?
And
because
even you guys,
Even you guys would use. That's,
From
okay,
Portugal.
even
let's,
you guys,
let's say
It's the
this.
Ronaldo fans that couldn't let it.
your
From
argument
Portugal.
was we have this.
Actually, I remember.
Did I put the meme in the group chat?
No.
Yeah.
2-0.
Be-
Now we're on 4-2. Now you're saying
You guys are trying to... Guy, I was in school with you. I was at uni with you. We have the same friends. We were on your necks because of the Champions League three-peat. This man was going back to back. Your guy was losing to Roma. A comeback at that.
I've told
And
you.
then we went to Liverpool. There's a team I'm missing in there. I just don't know which one. That is what sealed it for
That's
us.
all well and done, but I told you by 2015, one person is on 4 champs. This guy has 1. So whatever he has,
Messi jumped into a very good Barcelona
trophy.
squad.
So, wait,
oh my God, this guy.
wait.
Yeah, he did.
Wait. So Messi jumped into a good Barcelona
what was
squad.
that United
Pep
team?
Guardiola inherited what? Like when he succeeds with
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Right? Those are all your arguments.
No, he
Relax.
Get him.
Relax.
Get there.
So Messi jumped into a what? A good squad.
A good squad.
Pep when he succeeds with money.
Yes.
Okay.
What? Two things can be true at the same
Which
time.
one?
Baka.
Which money was at back?
No, he jumped into a Barcelona generational talent squad.
Anyway,
Man City, he needed money. Y'all are not even going to deny this, are you?
he needed to reshuffle the team. All those guys were
Alright.
old.
But Barcelona, he didn't. I mean, Xavi, Iniesta, come on, man. Come on.
So,
Xavi, Iniesta,
which Madrid?
Busquets,
No, which
Alves.
Madrid team in that time was fake?
What?
Which
Madrid has had
team was it?
Galacticos.
Ah, by the time Ronaldo joined, they
please.
hadn't even gone beyond the
Please.
round of
But
16.
those-
Those guys were being bullied in
They were
the
being
league,
bullied
man.
up until...
No,
By
because
who?
Baka was that good, but
By
that
who?
team wasn't fake.
Thank you.
That team wasn't fake.
Yet they had like Figo. They
Xabi
had
Alonso.
Okay, should I tell you where? Not just my sentiment, but okay, I can't speak for the kid. But the guy who was unveiled today, the leader of the new school, Mbappe, where we saw that this is our guy, me personally, he left United, a very good, stacked United, and went over to pick smoke in Spain from that Barcelona team. He took L's.
But is this guy serious? Maybe you don't remember.
You have to
the
put
Madrid
side to
team.
side those
Yeah,
Madrid teams
I
because
think-
you might be
you
downplaying
look at-
the
I remember a
It's
Madrid
a
team.
mad
It was
team.
just that
It was Galacticos.
Barcelona was just
Good.
better.
You look at Madrid's Champions League performance between 2007 to 2000.
That has nothing to do with how stacked your team is.
What are we talking about?
Madrid has
was
always been a
stacked.
Galacticos team.
But were they delivering the goods?
Was it stacked?
No. United was a
Is the
better.
England
it?
team
I'm not
stacked?
sure. I'm not sure.
Is
if
the
it
England
was
team
stacked at the
stacked?
time.
Is the England team stacked?
We could be talking stacked
please.
here, and the stacked is
No,
washed
you tell
up
me.
Zidane.
Is the Madrid? Is the
Man,
England
Zidane
team stacked?
retired 2006, you man.
And
Richard, is
So-
you see how England is underperforming with such a good team.
after Zidane retired in 2006, look at Madrid's Champions League.
What does that have to do with
So
anything?
3 years.
Yeah,
It's like me looking at England's team right now, the golden generation that passed, and saying, "Oh, you are not stuck
I
because you
think
didn't
you're
win."
missing my point.
My point is, Ronaldo found a good team.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just forced suffering on him. That team was okay. It's just that.
Did he
Barca
leave
was
a better team?
No,
But they're still
they're
performing.
still performing.
No, I'm saying when he was joining Madrid in 2009, 8, whatever, did he leave a better team?
Yes,
Did he leave our
perfect.
like Man
Yes,
U?
he did. He did. Isn't that the best United team in your?
Definitely.
Okay.
So if he leaves that and goes to a team that hasn't tasted Champions League quarter-final, he's actually coming off a Champions League final. He has lost to this Barcelona team, actually. And he says, you know what, I want to go over there and pick smoke.
And he picked it.
And he picked it. And what?
But he did not enter Girona.
By the way,
Did he enter Leicester? No.
by the way,
It was Madrid.
okay, if we are to even analyze that Barcelona, we shall not go. I think, do they still have that case in court?
No, it
No.
finished.
You Chelsea,
By
they
the way,
wrote
It
by
got
the way,
done,
you
it
guys should
got done.
apologize. They were cleared, and the media has said nothing about it.
Okay. You a Chelsea fan. We watched that. Was it a semi-final together? My brother, do you think that match was okay?
Which match? The Chelsea match? No, it wasn't. But was the Bayern Real Madrid match okay?
Yeah,
Which
because
Bayern Madrid did?
God,
look
you
at
can
you.
go and ask Thomas
Thomas
Muller
Muller.
that game. My God, I think
Vidal
he can.
also doesn't know what
Actually,
happened.
after this
Vidal is a sore loser,
this
isn't
Champions League semi-final, he was like, anyway, it's Madrid. It always happens like this
Yeah,
against
it
them.
always does.
What happened?
The number of
go and do
offside
your
goals that man
research.
scored.
Which man? Show them to me.
Oh my God, this guy is just a mob shit. Now I'm saying, look at it.
2007.
Mesut Ozil,
I'm asking you for their Champions
Xabi
League.
Alonso,
These
right?
guys came in with it.
Kaka, Angel Di Maria.
Actually, if he didn't achieve that with those teammates, he would have underperformed.
Do you know this team is much better than the team that has just recently been winning their Champions League?
Yeah, but
So how
these
is
other
Ronaldo
teams that have
suffering?
gone on.
Huh?
How is he suffering?
How was he suffering?
How
at
was
that
he
time?
suffering?
Who was his main competitor at that time?
Where?
Wait.
When he joined that Madrid squad as staff.
In Champions League in the La Liga.
Everywhere.
So you've agreed it's
Everywhere.
You've agreed it's stacked.
It was stacked, yeah.
Oh,
But
so
they were
where was it?
achieving before him.
So you guys make it seem like we're suffering.
He was.
Jesus.
He
What?
You,
He left. He could have gone on a forfeit in England. And
Where?
I'm being
Which
honest.
forfeit?
Guy, we lost that next
Because
season
you-
by
you
1
guys are the
point.
ones
We were the ones that
You guys
we
are the
were
ones that
not
broke
getting
it.
any forfeit.
We lost it by how many points?
Changed.
By 1 point. If we had that hitter in his prime,
If
until now we will
You and
never
your
know.
if
We will
clauses.
never know. We will
Yeah.
never know. But he left a potential forfeit to go to Spain, where there's this dynasty: Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Alves, Alba, Puyo, Valdez. Man, it's all Spain team. That Camijet up top.
yeah, I can never say his name the way it's supposed to be said.
David Villa. Yeah, it's like
That's why we can sit back on the floor
Never
and
can-
just smile.
just
questionable for though.
Just
Which
smile.
What's question about it?
2006. I'm not sure he played.
Can you remove
No.
the medal from me? Go to his home and remove the medal.
I can. Unlike some people, we don't have the luxury of saying we were gifted a medal. We actually had to show up in those finals and perform, whether we did well or not.
Who has more final goals than Messi?
Where?
Everywhere.
No. I thought you
No,
were going to say.
any
I'm talking
competition.
about Champions League.
Any
I'm talking about-
competition.
I'm talking
Choose.
about Champions
Choose your
League.
competition.
That guy went. that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Who has the most goals and assists in finals?
I'm not sure.
You're
Oh,
not
you
sure.
don't want to
You
go
want-
there.
You want us to
Sure.
tell you.
Yeah,
You
you
want
tell
us to
me.
tell you.
With facts, though. Google.
Anyway,
I'm a Kilama. What's next on that? I've made my point.
As I wrap up here,
let's talk about Copa America seriously.
Yeah.
What is
I
there
feel
to
like
talk about?
Colombia-
Is it a serious competition?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
it is, it
Colombia.
is.
Colombia
Canada.
is a very beautiful team.
James had
Rodriguez.
a
A
resurgence,
very beautiful competition.
Competition. It's
Not
unfortunate.
Homelander.
leading assist.
Nah.
After, we
James
can all
Rodriguez.
say, I said this in the group chat. I'm like, nowhere near his standards. He did
Nowhere.
nothing.
Because of the
Lautaro
pitch?
carried him.
Injury. He
Injury.
had a groin injury.
Going into the-
one of those
In
games.
the
He even missed a game in that tournament as
the
well.
last group stage.
Then in
game.
the final, he went out.
Then in the final, you've seen the picture on the bench, this busted ankle. What do you want it to do?
Okay,
The man
no.
sat back and watched his team win it.
As
And
in,
that's so
he has
happy.
carried and carried. Now
He's now being
his
carried.
hard work.
I don't know why you guys think I'm not happy Argentina won. I can't show it, definitely. We are going to get to the Saliba Martinez argument down the road. Not
There is
now,
no- there's
not today.
There's no argument.
We
there.
are also going to get to Garnacho versus whatever kid you want to bring up. We
Who did he bring on the group? Saka. My God.
And let Saka put
the
his trophies on the
disrespect.
table.
The disrespect.
Saka was the third best England player.
You see the same way he's crying about Messi getting a medal. What did Garnacho do in the final?
And he was.
Have I cried
he
about
was-
Messi getting a medal? I've said he got
Champ-
it. He got it. He got it.
But
Then-
Brazil really
Performed.
underperformed.
Who did? Who,
Yeah, but
who
they
did
got a
play?
lot of criticism even before
Even
the tournament started.
Ronaldinho just said, "I'm
Ronaldinho.
not watching you guys."
There's another Brazilian player.
Ronaldo said that the
He
real
doesn't watch-
Ronaldo
Yeah,
said
he
that
doesn't watch-
football anymore. He watches
Doesn't
tennis.
watch- you'd rather play tennis.
What did you say?
The real Ronaldo.
Do you think Neymar has another Brazil tournament?
Yes.
Wow.
How old is
Yes.
how old?
Redemption.
He will have
There's
it.
none.
How
That
is
body is done.
31.
The guy is back.
Okay.
He's serious. He's looking fitter.
He
than
always
ever.
looks serious.
No,
He looks
If
fit.
there's one thing that he does well, it's play
He's played for Brazil.
No, he knows how to
Ever
play.
since
How
he
many
left.
goals? 70 what? 70 what?
70.
'Cause I know he passed-
74, 75.
But
He
you
passed
can also look
Pele.
at it.
He's their leading
Brazil
goal scorer.
only win in the last 20 years is without Neymar. So what's your argument? 2019.
But they've looked.
They
No,
look
what?
much,
They've
they look
looked-
much
yeah,
better.
no,
No,
They
he's
looked at him
entertaining. We
No,
all love
no,
Because
no.
No, he's
there, are
not.
some
Love
of,
it.
there are some of these players that have prop like Vinicius.
Do
Which
nothing.
Brazilian
my boy.
tournament have you ever watched and say
And
this
he has
guy,
young.
this guy showed up?
Neymar was doing it when he was 18, and you're saying
Doing what?
Vinicius.
Losing 7-1?
Was he on that pitch?
He was still.
Was
Wait,
he
he
on
got
that
injured
pitch?
in that tournament as
Anyway.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he
I
did.
remember.
He was
That was
crying.
when
He
they
was-
broke
He was
down.
crying every
That
tears.
goal, that
That's
wasn't
why I'm
going to
saying
happen.
that body is done.
No,
I
it's
honestly
not.
don't see him.
It's not.
I feel like he has, yeah, I think you're right. I think he has
Again,
one
don't
more.
confuse me
What?
saying this.
I think he has one more tournament.
He has one more tournament.
Which one?
World Cup.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Anyway,
He'll
he'll
be
probably
there for that
because for Brazil as a country to be regarded as one of their guys, I think you have to win.
He's the
Yes,
sixth.
like you see,
Oh,
those guys
yeah.
have witnessed. They've had some good football teams. So
They've had
From
Ronaldo,
like-
Nazario.
from like 2002,
He's just
From like
he's
2002 in
their
the
third
World
best
Cup.
player ever.
Who?
I
Name
think he. Wait.
Is it?
Yeah.
Top 5, yes.
top
Third.
three.
Who would be the top three Brazilians?
Pele, Nazario, Dino.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten.
I wouldn't put Dini above Neymar.
Mandinho has how many World Cups too?
2, but he was in a squad that had
yeah,
Rosario
yeah,
himself.
No, but
Of which
even
Ronaldinho
outside-
himself
No, but
was
even that,
depending
even
on
in the 2002 World Cup,
Rosario.
But
He
even
was
as a
covered.
player, Dino in his prime was nice.
I'll
That's
tell you
that's
again.
debatable.
I will genuinely
With
tell
Neymar,
you.
I'm saying with
I
Neymar.
genuinely don't see a difference
You can't
between
just say that
Neymar and
Neymar hasn't
Ronaldinho.
had highlights as well.
The man is the best thing I've seen since Messi. It's the closest thing I've seen to Messi in this whole period.
In the hierarchy,
In the-
do you have him ahead of?
The prince that didn't become king. No, but honestly, I think Brazil really depend on Neymar. Vinicius is not going to be that guy for them.
Who plays on the other wing?
Rodrigo as well.
Who's
They
their
did not
striker?
have
They
a
should
good-
take Antonio.
This kiddo, the Madrid kiddo.
Endrick.
Yeah.
Is their striker?
Guy is
The
another.
guy who had one
another-
One
pass.
touch.
He's another
One
PR
complete
force.
guy.
Yeah, he's what, 17, 16?
No, but that's
Yes,
what
no.
sad showing.
Yeah,
Jesus
that
Christ.
stat killed me. One pass, one completed pass in 90 minutes.
He's another PR machine.
Yeah, should think about his mental health. He's 16, 17.
You're the one who
last
comes
time
here and
when
abuses
Zero-
United
When
guys.
Zero had his poor, did he also have a similar touch?
Nah, this is still, by all means, Hendrik is still a boy.
He
A
is.
very young boy.
But wait, he's actually the starter for Brazil.
He
Like
played
striker.
They don't really have.
They
a
didn't
proper-
call
He
Richarlison
doesn't have
this year.
European pedigree. You can't.
It was Rafinha that played on the other wing.
Oh,
It's
okay,
for
Rafinha
Gazy
is-
Barcelona boys. Why Rafinha?
He played better
anyway.
than Rodrigo.
I leave Rodrigo. This
No,
my
since
Madrid.
you're saying Madrid,
Ayo,
and
this
Barca.
season is going to be fight. 3 black men hitting the.
Actually, it's not just 3 black men. The entire midfield. No, there are 2 midfielders become
No,
black.
I'm saying
One.
those front 3 are Ronaldo fanboys. Vidi, Rodrigo, Mbappe. Now I just need one Sue on Barcelona's head from the 3 of them. I might get it. I might get
Classicos,
You don't know that
classicos are washed.
We
it. Are they?
we are retired.
We moved on.
You see, after 2022, I like the way Chelsea guys and Barcelona fans act like there's no football.
There's
No,
no
Spain,
football.
Spain,
Well,
man.
and
That
that's
our
actually
biggest,
Messi
our
is the sole
biggest,
reason you're watching football.
our
No.
biggest attraction was always.
We're Arsenal. I'll have you.
Our
I
biggest
know
attraction
Messi,
in
always.
was always the Classico, man. Ever since those guys left the La
Yeah,
Liga,
it's not that interesting.
Okay, but these past classicals have been interesting. It's just that
yeah, who
it's-
scored the winner?
the
in the
dominance
last
is
one?
now starting to show.
Bellingham, right?
Bellingham.
Yeah, Billy goal, but
It
we
was
shall
the
talk,
second
we shall talk about him another day.
Both
Bellingham
classicals.
is him. Y'all need to accept. But Madrid is looking scary. I'm saying that even as a United fan.
As if you don't win,
What would United do anyway?
Until what can any of you do to that
First, we
Madrid
know
team?
we can. I don't know about you.
Chelsea.
Chelsea actually can.
We
which is
can.
fine.
Chelsea has squeezed.
The last
Doesn't-
time
doesn't-
Modric said he played a team that made them die.
My brother, you don't have.
But then now
Actually, it
those-
was then City clapped, then Chelsea squeezed. They have never talked about United doing shit.
We've never met them.
I don't know if
You
there's
did,
any.
they just watched you.
When did we?
You're failing to beat Galatasaray. You want Madrid.
Was that when
Ronaldo
was
clapped
looking
you
at you
boys.
guys like food?
No, I'm talking about recently.
Recently, you failed to beat Galatasaray. You want Madrid.
No, I thought the way you were saying, I'm like,
Why?
no Madrid team has ever moved to you guys.
Bro, I don't know.
Like, bro.
Madrid
Oh,
is Madrid.
okay.
I'm saying.
And Ronaldo, he had a brace, I think.
No, he's scored one.
Clapped that header, that towering head over Evra.
He's scored. You're saying we can't beat Galatasaray, but we can beat City.
Anyway.
Yeah, you can. You are a better team. I already told you.
If you've reached up to this point, we are back.
We can't beat
Premier League
Galatasaray,
season.
but
Go
give
relax.
us Man
I'm
City.
signing out. Premier League season is soon back.
Community
Expect
shield on your head.
more
I
content.
don't
Share
have hope
this
in
with
that
your
one.
friends. Like, comment, subscribe.